Hey guys, and welcome back to our podcast. This is the Kaikov Media podcast. We have my co-host Mr. Boris here and
Hey.
a special guest, Mr. Benji Haimov.
What's
How
up,
you
guys?
doing?
The kingpin of burgers.
Absolutely.
There's one king, it's Hashem, but thank you. Baruch Hashem, thank you, man.
We have a little tradition. Grab a marker. We do a little, and wish us a little luck. We're planning not to go broke and buy a building, as Boris said.
Amen.
Amen.
In 12 months.
I'm so excited about this because I'll tell you a little bit past history with franchises and all that. Benji, please introduce yourself.
Benji Haimov. Grew up in Hugh Garden Hills in Queens, Main Street. My dad is Rabbi Yigal Haimov, as everybody knows. And I'm just an entrepreneur trying to make money.
I know previously before the franchise you had a few different restaurants, so you're definitely familiar how to cater to people and how to satisfy them. But give us a little bit. Plus, you come from an ultra religious. Your father is one of the best rabbis I have ever met. I've actually learned how to put on my tefillin in his synagogue and everything else. So give us a little bit of that, and then we're just gonna bombard you with questions
Sure.
and get some hungry questions out of you.
Sure. So we grew up very, very frum. At a young age, I was always looking up to the people that were making a lot of money. Because the rabbi's kid, all these people are turning around the house, coming in and out. And I remember I see a guy, oh, look at that white Mercedes. Tell my brother, one day, hopefully we can have this. We were always dreaming as kids, working real young, shoveling snow, selling a living at Trogim and all that stuff. Then at 16, we decided we want to go work. So I actually started to work in the diamond business first, in the jewelry industry.
Really?
Yeah, for my family's company. And I just didn't like the way business was handled there. It was very a lot of people not being straight, a lot of shady business going on. I'm like, nah, this is not my thing. Then my brother, my twin, calls me up one day. He's like, hey, Benji, my friend Nathan they want to open a pizzeria in Five Towns, before Five Towns became the thing. Talking about 2012, 2011.
Got it.
I say, yeah, I'll dabble in the food business. I had no idea what I was getting myself into.
Huh.
Right? I just wanted to be my own boss. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. So I worked for him for 6 months for free.
At 16.
No, I was already in my 20s.
Uh-huh.
You understand? We worked at 16, 17. Yeah, but yeah, father, don't work, yes, work, whatever. We started working at a very late age, at the age of 20, 21.
How did your father let you start working?
He didn't.
So what did you do? You just did your
Yeah,
thing?
we did. We were arguing back and forth, and then he caved.
Nice. Okay.
It was a battle we had with him, and it's a whole story on it.
What was the reason for him not wanting you to work?
Because he said we were very, very smart boys, and he really wanted us to be like the next generation of rabbis. He wanted what's good for us, but we just weren't holding
And
there
I
at the point.
I love the way his father, he comes up to you, he says, I like you, and slaps you on the cheek.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I get that a lot because he comes through the store all the time.
I mean, now that I'm older, I see what he was saying when I was younger.
hmm
And I always tell my wife, that I wish I have today's knowledge when I was 18.
We all say that. We all say that.
Exactly what I'm just saying. But I get where he was coming from. So I went to the restaurant business, and then I had my first pizzeria on the Five Towns. Right when Sandy was going on.
Okay.
Remember Sandy?
Yeah.
Right? And then got married, moved to Israel. My wife's from Israel, so
Ooh.
I got married, moved there.
How
Had
long were you
three-
there?
5 years.
No way. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
All my kids were born there. Had 3 restaurants there. The problem with Israel is it's run very socialist, so I didn't really like that. So came back here, bought Elite Cafe on Main Street in 2016. Then I bought Bravo, and then in 2020, I'm like, like everybody else, we're moving to Florida, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. The
I wasn't.
trend.
I sold my house, everything already. I thought I'm out, and lo and behold, I'm like, wait, Florida's not what It looks
Yeah.
a lot sexier on paper than it
Of
really is.
course.
And I already had a business there and stuff like that. And
What
that
is-
business was actually Bravo. I had Bravo Miami,
Okay.
and that business was failing on me. And I left it open for a year, just so people wouldn't think like, oh, he's failing again. So I left it open, and then I'm like, okay, I can't really do this anymore. So I didn't want to shut it down and lose the property because we spent like almost $300,000 to get everything open. And then I came up with this idea. Smash House.
But you lived in Florida.
No.
No, he was going back and
Going
forth.
back and forth.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because I did that whole trend also. I
Yeah,
made
yeah.
some money. I bought an apartment. I thought I was going to be on those 3 days here, 3 days
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
And then-
exactly.
And then you end up changing your driver license back to New York, and then the real estate agents call you and say, "Listen, we got to pick up your taxes by 3% because you're not a resident of Florida."
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not really flying that much there. You know what? Let me give it to my in-laws and
Call it
forget
a day.
about call it a day.
So you know already the deal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I love Florida. Don't get me wrong, but it's just you love Florida as a vacation. I definitely
Correct.
don't see it as a
What
house.
Correct.
What didn't you like about Florida in business?
It was more my wife didn't like it more than I didn't.
You're probably good anywhere.
Me, yeah, as long as I have
Yeah, but-
my family, I'm good with it.
My wife is Israeli, also Iraqi, Turkey,
Right.
and they're very persistent. And they're if you don't cave, it's
Right.
gonna be a madhouse in the house.
So there's battles that you know you're gonna lose to begin with, and these are one of them. So you know what I mean? He's like, dude, I'm not fighting it. So I just had to figure it out. And listen, at the end of the day, God works in mysterious ways, and I guess that's what I had to go through to start Smash. Because if Smash wouldn't work in Florida, it wouldn't be where it is today. I said it's gonna improve its concept in this where I am in North Miami Beach.
So that was your first location.
Yeah.
I mean, what was the whole mind? You sleeping, you're smoking, you're drinking, you're out with the boys, you're this that. How did that whole concept come? I don't know.
Of Smash?
Yeah, a lot of my great ideas came at the most craziest time. When I'm driving and I'm talking to God, I'm like, give me a signal, and then I don't know where the answer will be, like the sign of a road where I gotta turn, you know, like or something like that. So like, or when I'm alone and just like drifting, looking at a fire, like what was the click? You know, that's what I call it.
My rock bottom was April 2022. Like I was about to lose my family, everything and stuff like that, and then I'm like, all right, it's either you're gonna change your behavior or you're gonna get divorced again, right? So that was the first decision I made, and then when that was made, and then I said, okay, now we have to change this business. So I'm saying there, I'm like, okay, what does I'm not, you know, Kosher love to copy everybody. Oh,
Yeah.
that's sexual in this. I'm doing the same thing, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
love
yeah.
to do that. So okay, let's do something that nobody has. Then I realized that, hey man, you know, Shake Shack is a huge brand, right?
Yes.
I said, look, if I'm going to give good food, quality food, and I always said, why does kosher food have to taste so bad? You know, like, oh, we love Chick-fil-A. Yeah, like Chick-fil-A is fast food and it's injected with all these types of things, right? In and out. You know, so I made it my business to go see what the hype is all about. You know, and then you learn from all that. So when I was eating non-kosher back in the day, I was tasting all these places. I said, you know, let me see what this hype is all about. And most of them don't taste as good as people think they are. So I said, okay, we're going to do this kosher and we're going to do this right.
Any experimenting at home, grilling
Yeah.
burgers, this, that.
So we experimented in Florida in, this guy was my mashgiach. His name is Yitzi.
Shout out.
Yeah, Yitzi Aaron. He's the franchisee now of Miami and Boca.
Nice. How many locations do you have in Florida?
2.
Nice.
He owns both. And he has rights to all of Florida too.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the one who helped me start this. He was my mashgiach slash my right hand, and he has a lot of recipes that are there. A lot of things are his. So
Okay,
it's a
nice.
big shout out.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
for sure. And I'm like, yo, let's go check this out in your house. He's like, no, we're gonna make breakfast packages. I said, bro, listen, man, there's nothing like this in the Jewish market. You know, there's nobody selling smash burgers and fried chicken. Let's try it. And I said, you know what? We're gonna do this. And we shut down Bravos. And we opened a place called Smash House. And guess what we did? We started only with deliveries because there was no money. You know, so
Right.
I said, listen, if the business is gonna make money, it's gonna pay itself.
Okay, so that's popping off. Florida's popping, and you are drifting away back in front from New York to Florida. The concept you bring to New York. Where is the first location in New York?
Queens.
Queens, the main street.
So we started in Miami and then we went to Boca. Yeah, and then was Main Street. And we opened Main Street October 2023.
Hmm. So all of this is pretty much pretty recent.
We're gonna be 3 years old now in September.
Yeah,
3 years old, and how many locations?
9.
7.
9.
9.
We have 9.
Nice.
So hold on. So you have 2 new locations opening up?
No, so we have 9 active open now.
Okay, so I got my wrong info.
So I'll tell you. So we have Miami, Boca, Queens,
Mm-hmm.
37th Street
Mm-hmm.
between 5th and 6th, 47th Street, which is a ghost kitchen. You have upstate New York, which is Woodburn. Then you have Pomona. Yeah, 5 towns when you have Brooklyn.
Oh, so you are the kingpin
No.
because
I didn't even start, man. Dude, we're so small. Realize we're so compared to the big brands, man. We're tiny.
What you talking about in the kosher market?
No,
you actually beat.
I don't compare anybody
Schnitzel.
in the kosher market.
You've beat majority of all the competitive. We're not talking about just overall in burger style, but we're talking about kosher franchises. You have more than anybody.
I think the only real franchisor is Holy Schnitzel. Everybody else is just licensing plays.
They have about 7 locations, so you're on top of the game.
2 of them corporately owned, but I do it on purpose to have basically zero. My goal is to have zero corporate owned. I don't want to deal with because I want to deal just with the marketing.
Got it. Okay, this is crazy. I'm learning so much. I'll tell you why this podcast is very exciting for me. So when I was younger, with me and one of my partners, we opened up a whole bunch of cell phone stores. Then this was part of the whole prepaid card era.
Yeah.
Beepers. So this was crazy money back then because you're selling the actual device more than the plus you're getting rebates.
That was when nights and weekends were free. Remember that started all that?
So we got I got some money in my pocket. I'm driving an M6. My partner's driving an M6. We're like, yo, we got to do something crazy. So we started doing research about 7-Eleven.
Nice.
And we ended up contacting them through the email. So their like portfolio status is like 400 pages. So there's qualifications.
Right, for sure.
And we had the money, but we didn't have the age and the business experience. So we blew up. I don't know. We supplied the drug dealers with the beepers and all that. And so we made crazy cash. We had the cash, but we qualified everything besides us having the business experience. We're 19, 20 years old.
Right.
So they're like, bye. So I want to know with your franchise, are you that delegate where you have to have massive amounts of experience, or do you provide them with classes? Like if I'm 19 years old and I'm feeling your whole status of what you're doing for every kosher community, what is going to be my qualifications? Do I need to have the money? Are you vetting me and seeing if am I hungry enough to? What is with that whole procedure that you have?
How does the whole process work, basically?
With your specific franchise?
Yeah.
So experience is most important for me.
Okay, but I'm 19 years old.
Okay, so we'll teach you. If you want to learn, we'll teach you, right?
Okay.
So what I do is you're going to come work for me as an operator for a year. And when we feel you're ready, you're going to go open your own store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We look for young, like I'm looking, because again, I was a 17, 18 okay that no one wanted to give a chance. I'm dying to give a chance to whoever really wants to prove themselves.
What are we allowed, do you want us to talk about what is your standard? Do you have a guideline you're teaching me? Do I need to have a certain amount of money? Do I look for the location, or you're helping me with all that? Are you telling me, Boris, I have a location for you. You've done your duty. You've learned every aspect of the business. This is where I want you to be. Or can I come up to you and tell you I have a location here? This is where I want to be. What's the qualifications there?
So it works 2 ways. So if you just want to franchise from me, right? I mean, you find the location. We have to approve it. We have to approve you. And before you can open your doors, your workers are going to have to work about 7 to 9 weeks, in a certain location to get trained. We just did that with Brooklyn now. He worked, his workers worked in the 5 towns for 7 weeks before we opened the Brooklyn location. Like this, when we opened Brooklyn, we don't have mistakes.
How hands-on, even though you want to be the market aspect of your business, how hands-on are you with all of your franchisees?
Very. Little too much.
Are you coming to visit the locations?
Yeah, every day.
Dictating them? Are you?
Yeah, I do quality control myself.
So how is it going to be when you get 20, 30, 40, 50 locations?
He's gonna hire management.
I have already. I just don't. If I can do it, why wouldn't I do it yet?
Correct, but like in the long term.
Yeah, it's already like that. I'm doing a lot less than what I used to do. But
Okay.
Because of my OCD when it comes to quality control and consistency. You see, so in business, for me, the most important part in restaurant food is consistency.
Absolutely.
Right? You're to a steakhouse and you're like, oh, I like this steak. And you come the next week and it tastes different. You're like, right? You're starting to suspect I'm coming back there a third.
How are you controlling that? Are you looking at reviews? Are you looking at the cleanliness and all that? Because
reviews. We sell you 3 spices and 1 sauce. Like this. All the smash houses taste the same.
do you have, say, like my favorite thing over there, Honestly, I love the burgers, but I feel they're a little bit too salty. But
Right.
I'm not you. I know it's the whole combination with the cheese. I haven't ate cheese with meat, and I'm also kind of also just to give you a little. I'm a little skeptical to introduce that to my younger kids because they're under 6, and the
Right.
whole you brainwashing your kids. No cheese with meat. No cheese with meat. No cheese with meat. But then you're introducing them. That's kind of still messing up their train of thought. But Abba, but we ate.
But we have chicken for that.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but I love your chicken poppers with the
Right.
buffalo honey sauce.
Yeah.
If you go into and you put in my phone number in this Main Street location, I'm eating that every day.
Yeah, that's very addicting.
But what I realized there as well is, do you have specific dishes that measure your portion size? Because I saw also in your reviews that the few comments that people make, they love the food, they love everything. Some, I think it was like 18% or 12% were in the portion size. People love and give you a review, but the same reviewer comes back and says that I felt like I got a bigger portion last time than I did this time.
Right. So that happens either two ways. One, when it's really busy, so they're just throwing stuff in and letting it go, right? Or two, they're just not caring.
Is that something you're working on?
Yeah, we always work on that.
Got it.
We're changing stuff every single day. Like my chicken, the way it is now, it wasn't the way it is when we started.
Meaning
The recipe?
the
Yeah.
recipe, or we're talking about
It changed in the last year. It changed, and no one even realized.
Got it.
It changed over a year ago. But before that, it wasn't anything close to what it is.
How are you defining that? Like recipe wise, is there a specific experiment you go through? Is this something? How does that whole work in the franchise industry?
We give you 95% of all the recipes,
Mm-hmm.
the sauces and stuff. You can
Yeah.
make it, right? The 4 main recipes that make Smash House, we provide to you,
Mhm.
right?
Which you sell to them.
Yeah, they could buy it off the website and it just gets delivered straight to them,
Mhm.
right? The reason why we do that is, one, I usually don't charge franchise fee when you start, right? So
For a
that's,
certain time, how long?
I don't charge, no. When you go buy a franchise, you have to pay 25, 30, 40, 50 grand up front to the franchisee,
Mhm.
Okay.
franchisor, and then you have to pay royalties.
Royalties, yeah.
I just take royalties.
Oh, okay. So the
The setup, the first fee, I don't take it from you. I
Got
tell
it.
you, take that fee and invest it in marketing.
Got it.
Invest it in your store. It's going to bring customers in. You understand?
Dope.
Right.
So you want them to succeed. You want them to do
Of
good.
course,
That's the
man.
goal.
'Cause I want to have 100 locations making 6%, and
Right.
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm doing the next thing. You understand? So
100%.
in order for the guy
Yeah,
to continue wanting to pay you, he's
This
going
is
to
a
want to have
dope
to make
concept.
sick money.
Dope concept.
Right. So I'm trying to create a ecosystem that if one person makes a hole, we're all drowning together.
Yeah.
Don't mess anybody up because we're all going to mess each other up. I need you, you need me, we all need each other.
How often do, let's say, all the owners get together?
We have a WhatsApp chat. They
Oh.
all know each other. They all help each other.
Nice.
We're all. I'm very picky. I say a lot more no than yes too.
Of course.
I could have had
should.
35 locations today. I just decided I don't want to be that big that quick, and I'm very picky and choosy who I choose. I already threw out two. We already stopped working with 2 franchisees.
What does that mean? So they had a location, and then what? You just
No, we agreed together that it's not for them anymore.
so you sold those locations to somebody else?
A Smash House still.
Yeah.
There was Smash House, but somebody else bought them out.
No, one just handed me the keys, like, here you go, take the location, take the rent, I'm out. And one he got paid.
Wow.
Because I realize this as we're growing. If this is not your number one priority, look, if this is not your number one priority, this is your side piece, right? For me, this is my wife. This is all I got,
Yeah.
right? So your wife, you can invest everything into. Your side piece, when you want to see, you're going to call her up. When you don't want to see, you're not going to call her up. Same thing with business. This is not my side piece. This is my wife. So if this is not going to be like your wife, then don't get into bed with me. That's my rule. My whole idea was, okay, so when I got into the restaurant business, I wanted to do 2 things. Either to have the hottest kosher restaurant in New York or the biggest kosher franchise on this planet. Those were my 2 things that I always wanted to do. Because I'm like, if I'm slaving in this, let me be something different. So I tried the dairy. I had Pure 26, failed on me. All right, part of business, right? And I tried the franchising, and so far so good.
Like a crazy saying, like the road to success is always under construction until you pave the road.
Always.
So,
Yeah.
Even when you pave it, it's still under construction. Look at the Van Wyck. Like, you're always
25
under
years.
construction. I tell everybody, perfect people go to God. Nobody's perfect. The second you turn perfect, your time here is done.
You're right.
That's it. So our whole life we're working on ourselves.
Always.
That's the way it is. I tell everybody, oh, you're perfect? All right, then you belong next to God, man, because that's the closest to perfection you're going to get. So we're always changing, man. And I tell everybody that comes to like, hey, if you think you have it all figured out, this is what you're going downhill. No one has anything figured out. You're always going to learn from other people. You know, my Miami franchisee, right, that he has no idea in business, right, teaching me stuff that he figured out on his own because he's all in. You understand? And of course I'm going to accept and listen. I got to be a dumbass not to.
100%.
Other people are like, oh no, I have this figured out. You're not going to tell me what to do. Nah, we all bounce ideas around each other and we all talking to each other all the time.
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, 100%.
My other question before I forget, and this is something that I battle in my own business because I have a kosher supermarket. I realized that when I did a little bit of digging and I visited your 5-town location, the Main Street and the one in Brooklyn, all of them have different kashrutes.
Yeah, because every neighborhood has so Brooklyn we have 2. So Queens we have 1. We have the Vod of Queens, right? Because that's the only one that we have here. I know there's another. I'm not getting involved in politics with that. 2 in 5 towns we have Vod of 5 towns because they're the strongest, and 3 in Brooklyn we have 2. We have Kila Kashrus, which is also very, very strong. Then we have also they're called Tartikoff. They're a Hasidic Ashgacha.
Yes.
So they can also eat by us.
Why do you have 2? I understand you have to target the communities based on that people come, but why do you have to have 2? Why can't there be 1?
Because some people are comfortable to eat. They're comfortable trusting that rabbi gives you certification. They're comfortable trusting that rabbi, not that one.
I also have it in my supermarkets. I'm on the 2 kashrutes because I have.
Right.
What happens is that even though predominantly I service the Sephardi Jews, but now the Sephardis are marrying Ashkenazi Jews. So in order for the family that's coming over from the Ashkenazi side, they want to eat from Vod of Brooklyn. And that's very, very followed as well. So I had to meet them and then put them together and say, this is my issue. They agreed. They both had the same views of the way I run my store, and they allowed me to have both. So now I don't only cater to the Sephardis, I cater to I would say I cater to the Ashkenazis that are intermarried with the Sephardis. The hardcore Ashkenazis won't buy the meat from me. They'll go to Seasons, they'll go to whatever the case is. But my curiosity was that I had to set that meeting up between them because I know they also have their battles. Since you're a franchise, but you're in different locations, you didn't have issues that one of the kashrutes told you why you having.
Of course.
So how did you resolve that?
We change. Again, when I started this brand, I said, I'm not changing for nobody. This is me.
Yeah.
You're going to take me. I happen to be kosher. Then I'm like, wait, but religious people's money is also money. Then I made a decision to go the most strict when it comes to kosher. So I have Solomon's Bet Yosef, and I have.
Well, that's the meat standard, not the.
Well, I don't have to hold it according to my Ashgacha. I do it because I know that's what the Sephardim want.
Okay.
Even though it costs me more expensive, also my lettuce is positive. No mashgiach's washing my lettuce. Girls are going to tell me, oh, I trust this, not this. No, man, this is positive. Everybody trusts them.
Yeah.
Cost me $72 a case. Okay. That's the nature of doing business.
Got it.
You understand? And then I do Yashan because I know that's what everybody wants. So then the Hashgacha's like, okay, if you're this, on the kosher standards, then you have to change your music. I said, oh, I'm not changing my music. I want that house music. Like, yeah, but then we can't give you the Hashgacha.
No way.
Yeah. We'll give you the Hashgacha, but not on the standards that you want. So then now I'm like, okay, so now in certain neighborhoods, I don't have the same music. Like in Queens, I have very,
Yeah.
I don't got that in 5 towns in Brooklyn. Or Muncie.
I didn't pay attention to that one.
Come to find us, you're going to hear like Jewish music playing.
Yeah. I paid attention.
I was so upset, but then I'm like, you know what?
That's crazy. Small things.
Yeah.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
Wow.
Right. So so I'll give you another example, which happened to me 2 weeks ago, right? Let's say, so we have a place in the 5 towns and a place in Brooklyn, right? And they're 2 different Ashgachas. So I use a mayonnaise. In the 5 towns, it's okay. In Brooklyn, it's not okay.
Why?
Kosher enough for this Ashgacha, not kosher enough for this Ashgacha. Because their standards are different. Understand? So every neighborhood you go to, there are other standards that people hold by.
Let me ask you a question. If you get to a bigger level, we're talking about 40, 50, 100 locations, God willing.
That's the plan, yeah.
Yes. Can you have your own certified Ashgacha by then?
No, I'm also going to go on kosher, though. In order
No. Why?
You have to.
Why?
I'm going to have everything kosher product because how many Jews are already around that I can put, unless I'm going to go to Israel and stuff like that, then I can have to.
No, but I saw you're marketing to the non-Jews as
Only.
well. You're using
Right.
the whole vegan purpose of your
Absolutely.
business.
Everything, we market ourselves that we happen to be kosher. When we're kosher, we have the most strictest hashgacha.
Yeah.
But if you look on our website, we don't mention one time where hashgacha is from or anything like that on purpose.
Correct. Makes sense.
Yeah, on purpose. You know, because we believe. So this is the way I look at it also when I started this, okay? The mistakes of kosher restaurateurs is like, oh, we're kosher, they're going to come to me anyways. I can give them garbage because they're going to come to me anyway.
Yeah.
I use it. I'm like, dude, we're so lucky that we get the kosher consumer. Imagine I was non-Jewish. I had to start a brand like this. You know how much money I have to
A lot.
double what I'm putting out to marketing to be, relevant. And the Jews, it took me 3 years. I put a lot of money, yeah, but I'm super, super relevant. So I have 9 locations. I'm a kickstart because we're Jewish, right? And we're kosher. And now I can work. And all these 3 years, the only thing I'm doing is marketing to non-kosher consumers.
Yeah.
Like, hey, our food is just, first of all, our food is a lot fresher than the garbage that they're eating.
And then
from any location. No preservatives, none of that junk. All right?
plus everybody's aware of this whole healthy thing, and then you got the mad
Correct.
cow disease and all that. And then on
Correct.
top of that, now you're providing them with the most cleanest meat to
Prime.
highest standard.
Correct. And because you have butchers and groceries.
Yeah, and then
so
on
you
top
know.
of that, people will see yellow and they'll think it's cheese. And the quality of the non
And it
dairy-
tastes, it's
identical.
potato
it
based.
tastes,
Exactly.
the same.
I agree. I
So
agree.
so people, and I've seen it on his marketing, people are being surprised by it's not being cheese. They're like, really?
Yeah.
And when I go to the Main Street location, I'm there every day. I told you, but don't play with me. 917-767-690. You will see. They already know me by name. Do you want your usual? I was like, yes. I want it to be mixed and a little bit more sauce this time. But they're coming back. I see a lot of non-Jews over there on the Main Street. I don't
Miami,
know.
I'm 40% non-Jews.
Okay, I've never been in Miami, but
At night, we're all basically non-Jews.
Wow.
For me, it's the
and
biggest.
what about Main Street? Just that
Also.
also
We're not 40, but we're like in 20s. But again, for me, this is the most flattering thing for me.
It is.
it is.
For me, it's the most flattering thing that this guy decided to pay a couple extra dollars to come try out our food. And that's why I'm like, my guys at the store, you make sure this guy has the best experience possible.
Nice.
Because then he'll tell his friends, hey, I just came here and my experience was great. Then they're going to tell his friends, and that's how word of mouth travels.
That's how it works.
That's the only way you're going to succeed.
So your thing is to still keep the heavy under strict kashrut, but you want to be expand your market to the non-koshers and explain to them. This is beautiful knowledge for the Jews as well. Once you're explaining to them the whole aspect of keeping the kashrut
Correct.
and how it falls into, because this has all been scientifically proven.
But what's in our head, my brother, right? What's in our head? Oh, it's kosher. Can't be that good, right? Why? That's my question. Why?
Yeah.
Why? It's the same ingredients, right? So no, because the kosher owner of the restaurant doesn't want to put in the effort. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like if I go sometimes to restaurants, I put it in my mouth. I'm like, dude, what the heck was this guy even thinking serving this?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not a magician. I didn't do anything special. I don't imagine. First of all, I have a lot of siyata dishmayo. That means Hashem is helping me. A lot of it, and I see it every day. That's number one for starters. But it's just this is all I got. So if this doesn't work for me, I'm broke. You
No,
understand?
thank God.
Yes, I'm
The
all
concept-
in, man.
The concept
I'm
is
all
dope.
in, and I can show you afterwards videos that in Brooklyn before we opened, I threw out almost 4 cases of chicken that was already fried because I didn't like the flavor. I'm not gonna give it to you and put it in the sauce and say, yeah, no, it's not even being sold.
Good.
And it's $1,000 worth of food that we had to throw out.
That's insane.
Yeah, but forget about the 5,000. This is the quality of your
Exactly.
quality.
It's a long-term.
You're the guy be like, yo, dude, Smash House opening in Brooklyn, let's go. And you're like, yo, what? This is not what this is not what we're used to. You kill your name.
Agree.
So we'll wait.
I-
So
What's
now my menu, some menu items there are still closed. Like there's no tendies there in Brooklyn yet.
And what's up with, you know what else I'm noticing about? He's very open-minded about doing collabs. I know you did a collab with Flex on in the Five Town with the chillin'.
Yeah. Yeah, with the chocolate, yeah.
So is that something that are you going to use that throughout all your other locations?
Yes. I didn't want to do challenges in my store. I said, we're not a Heimish brand, blah, blah, blah. You know, we're going to be American corporate. And then my partner at the Five Town store was like, yo, Benji, we should do challenge. We have a request. And this rabbi, that's he's a young guy. He's like a rebbe for ninth graders that are a little lost, find themselves out, and I'm like, you know what? Let's we can actually. And this guy makes a children, we can actually give him a little bit of money, so we pay him a royalty for every single children we sell.
Nice.
Yeah. So A, he's giving us a good product, he gave us a recipe, and B, we're helping out another human being. Why not? We're all eating from this plate.
Correct.
But this is the shareholder that owns the 5-town location that came up with this idea.
Correct.
And proposed it to you.
Correct. And he knew that I was against it, and he sat on me for another day. Bet you think about it. And guess what?
It's helping.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, they sell like 70, 80 pounds of it.
We're already at 100.
100.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you're
only in one location.
Yeah, only one. So if that works there, then we're going to start spreading out to other locations. The only thing they know is that, again, I don't force it upon the franchisee.
So if I'm a franchise owner and I want to do a collab with a specific other location, let me put it the right way. So say there's another type of store who wants
to sell plof from this and this. Yes, you can. I don't care. I don't care.
You put it in the way.
I don't care.
So I will bring that up.
But it has to be a once a week. You can't have it on the menu.
Yeah. So that's what collab is. When Nike collabs with somebody, it's a one drop, one time. It sells out, and then people are waiting for the next one.
I'm good with that.
Okay. So you weren't open-minded before.
Correct.
until you saw the concept work. So you potentially have a very unique piece.
It's a nice concept.
Concept where you're doing drops, but in the fast food.
But now we're moving to athletes.
Okay, what does that mean?
So we're looking for athletes now, like young and up and coming Jewish superstars that are like basketball players. We're going to give them the platform. We're going to sponsor them. We're going to give them the platform. We're going to tell their stories on our platform.
Got it.
We're going to be their these mobile sponsors, Dale Earnhardt Jr. We're trying to be that on a very, very small scale and hopefully grow it.
Yeah, you got to catch them young then.
We're catching them young.
Why, you got somebody in mind already?
We already have somebody.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's what we're starting now.
And their chilling is very different because they use.
You tried it?
Yeah, my dude.
We use pastrami meat.
I cannot do my research before I have a man like this. Listen, he's 3 years. He's broken, and we're talking about in the kosher community. He's broken franchise records. There's nobody that has more than him.
I agree.
We're talking about the only people that really mess with him is Bravo Pizza or something like that.
I used to franchise from Bravo.
So they have 5 locations.
I think he has a little more.
I think
they closed down a few.
They have 5 locations. Schnitzel is up to 7. They slow down. So he's really he's the front man. He's the front mayor to pioneer.
Because at the end of the day, people look at franchisees saying, "What? Oh, you're trying to make a buck on me." I'm telling you, no, man. You eat first. I'll eat after you. I'm gonna feast after you, but you're gonna eat first.
Yeah, but you created the concept.
Correct. So I let everybody eat first. Everybody eats first. You guys all make more money than me first, because I'm a long-term player.
100%.
And that's how you buy loyalty. It's putting money in someone else's pocket. You understand? That's how business works. Then that's how we create loyalty. I put money in your pocket, money in my pocket. Boom. Now we have a relationship, and we don't want to mess it up because we're both making good money, right? If you have a good partner that's making you money, you're trying to keep it. You're trying to keep it 100 because you want to make sure that people make fun. So I watched The Godfather, and I learned that from the way these guys move. I'm not going to be a gangster, but in business, if you
but he wasn't a gangster.
That's what I'm saying.
Michael wasn't a gangster in the end.
And then I'm trying to create a loyal.
When I just tried to come out, they brought me back.
Exactly. So my wife told me, "Oh, you look a little casing you're a gangster." I said, "No, I'm just trying to learn values of what the way the guys do business. Like he's telling his son, you don't tell people what you think, stuff like that. That are very important values because every man wants to front how big he is.
Yeah.
Right."
A lot of your locations they have the concept of color is the same, but the artwork and theme are very different. Is that done on purposely to differ from different locations and areas? Or
Why do you ask that? So every location has its own animal.
That's what I wanted to know. But the colors are the same. The theme.
Who is that based on?
So let me. I'm eating. Can I eat my information?
So
the brain is open for free.
So every location, because again, I'm not saying any secrets here. It's not everybody can do what I'm doing. Just put the money behind it and believe in it. That's all. Well, like you're crazy. You're going to talk on podcast.
Can you stop interrupting?
I feel like you're going to talk on podcast, telling people your secrets. I say, I'll tell it to you right now. Go put pen to paper and do it. There's no execution. Everybody has ideas. Go execute.
That's the balls.
Right. Right. So I decided.
A closed mouth don't get fed. Remember that.
Right.
So what's the reason behind it?
So because I wanted every location to have its own unique little look, right? So when you come to Queens, it's King Kong, right?
Yeah.
The 5 towns I have in the back, I have a fox in the back. In Boca, I have an alligator. So a lot of locations, they will look the same, and then you have one different picture from everybody else because that differentiates, okay, this is a different area. We try to bring an animal that has to do with that specific area.
Yeah. The menu still is consistent, right? Because I kind of did my research and I was curious to see what is the top seller, but it's very bugged out because I would think that the burgers will be the top sellers, but the onion, the smashed onion,
the chicken sells the most. We sell double chicken than burgers.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our fried chicken is double.
Yeah.
Burgers.
So I was like doing my research and it said chicken, then it's the burger, then they have the smashed onion, which is like onion,
the blooming onion.
The blooming onion. I was like,
the religious people love that. The from people love.
How did you come up with this whole concept of the menu of what you're going to have? Is it
how much trial and error did you go through?
A lot. Till today, we're going through trial and error. What do you mean? Every day.
No, before actually putting it out there to the public.
I'm trying to put out a new item right now, and I'm working on it already for 3 months.
Like that.
It's like it doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down.
No, I'll tell you why. Because I'm like, you know what? We put it out. We thought it was good. Wait, it's a little too sweet. Let's make it a little sweeter. Wait, now it's a little too spicy. Wait, maybe we'll do it like this. Wait, let's try it on a wrap. Because I'm thinking at the end of the day, yeah, everybody wants you to make everything. Okay, how is my item getting to you at the freshest way possible?
Correct.
People are like, oh, we don't like crispy coated fries. Get the McDonald's fries. Yeah, but by the time the McDonald's fries gets to you in delivery, it's soggy. No one wants to eat it.
I agree.
You understand?
I agree.
So that's the way we look at.
Where do you experiment with all this product?
And
At your location or like what? Where's the brains coming along?
So thank God all the franchisees were like one big family. So I feel like all the locations are like my location. They let me go into their location freely, taste this, that. No one really gives me problems. And they tell me, please come, let us know that our food is good. You know? Because they see the sales and they see what's going on. And they're like, we really don't want to mess it up.
Do you all sit down and taste it?
Of course.
As the owners?
Of course.
Where do you develop that new product?
Which location?
The only person I trust to develop a product besides me is the Yitzi, the guy from Muncie. Muncie, I'm sorry, from Miami.
And that's who came up with the secret sauce?
So he's the one who came up. No. So he's the one who came up with the dirty fries recipe, some of the smash recipe, the schnitzel sando, and like 1-2 other items he came up with.
And I also love the dirty fries.
That's him. That's Yitzi.
Yeah.
That's all him. He brought me to his house and he's like, he gave me that brisket with that sauce and everything on a flatbread. I'm like, dude.
What's his background?
He's a mashgiach, he said.
I know, but he's a mashgiach now.
He's an ex-Gerach Chassid.
What is that?
He was a big from Hasidic guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Again, so I look at it like I really like, I'm not here to brag, but in the end of the day, it's also a good feeling because we're really changing people's lives so my franchisees, all of them, their lives basically changed from starting with Smash and working with these were people that had no income or were lost somewhere and stuff like that, and for me, it's better feeling than anything right now.
So it's good that they waited because great things come at the right time.
What do you mean?
He's the great thing that came at the right time in their life.
I saw but again, they're the reason why I am where I can sit here and say it's all me, but again, it's like that's why I look at my employees, right? I tell all people like, how don't everybody ever quit on you? I'll tell you why. Because I tell everybody, yeah, we're the head of the business. The employee is the heartbeat. That stops beating, you're dead.
Yeah, but you're the proven concept. If I was a person who I'm looking for a job, a career, or something like that, I would have to believe in your concept. So realistically,
no one believes, man.
What do you mean?
Every franchisee, I have to prove myself again and again. Because everybody loves to make verbal diarrhea. Yeah, I believe, I want to do it. Okay, now put your money where your mouth is. Oh, well, I have to spend this much on marketing? Blah, 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 blah. We opened 3 locations already. We started this in 5 towns. We opened 5 towns, Muncie, Miami, and Brooklyn. All 3 of them had about 100 people in line when we opened. So we one kosher restaurant on this planet that had people waiting online for a grand opening.
Nice.
Like it's Black Friday.
But you promoted the marketing.
100%. I'm giving you free stuff. Yeah, it's costing you money, but that's
Part of the
I,
package.
I was thinking of sending my daughter there because I collect like signature cards and PS.
Right.
So I was like, yo, maybe we're gonna go over
Right.
there. She's like, but I like the one in Main Street. I'm like, it's the same owners, the same everything. She's like, okay, but he does them at the weird times when I work, so it was like hard for me
And only the kids will get that golden ticket. Never an adult. But again, now my wife is always sending me pictures. Yo, this guy is copying it. Okay,
Fine.
I'm good with it. I know people are going to copy us all the time because again, we're trendsetters.
That's a privilege.
Yeah, for me it's flattering. I'm a trendsetter and I'm good with it. Right? I walk around. You'll never see me without anything smashed. People might show like, you're not embarrassed? Embarrassed? No, man. I wear my brand proud. You're spending $5,000 for Gucci. This is $50, and guess what? People are like, yo, that's the smash man. No one knows who the hell you are.
Correct.
That's the difference. So I'm all about branding, and I'm proud about it. It's a
Nice.
brand that I'm proud of because we're giving A plus quality products, and I stand behind that. I tell anybody you didn't enjoy it, we'll give you money back, anytime, giving you money back.
What is your? I'll give you an example. Five Guys. They were purchasing bread from a bread company. In the end, the bread company went bankrupt. He's like, you know what? Buy the recipe. Start developing his own buns for all his locations. Now he's over 200. The same thing with the style of their fries. Instead of buying it like this, he
Right? They
went.
keep their potatoes outside. You know that, right?
So
You have a potato sack sitting outside.
yeah,
the
yeah.
fire.
So my curiosity is that your end goal of having accomplished the amount of locations you want. Do you want to take the back end of being the supplier to all the, or are you going to subcontract it the way you are now? Because you're on a smaller scale, but you're growing drastically. Do you want to be the provider to your franchisees? And wouldn't that be easier for you
I
to
would,
have
that's-
control, have the quality control?
But I have it by selling you the spices.
That's it. This is your main.
The whole thing of the chicken is the flour, right? So the flour is mixed with spices. So if you mix that right, then everything is fine.
Got
You want me to start making chicken? I have to get this approval, that approval. I'm a factory spending millions.
Yeah, but
Freezer
God will.
trucks, refrigerator trucks. Yeah, okay. So if someone wants to drop $10 million in my bank account,
Yeah, but
We'll talk.
God willing, when you have 75, 80 locations and you're expanding, I don't think that 100 million will be a problem. Is that something that you're looking forward to, or you
yeah.
just want?
I mean, look, we right now most of the stuff. So the bread we have a problem with is because in Miami the Ashgacha standards like the yashan and stuff we don't keep as over here, and my Miami bread supplier does not do yashan.
Mhm.
I can't use him here. You understand?
So what are you doing?
I found a different bread supplier. He's pretty big.
There.
Here.
Oh, here.
Yeah, man, it's New York, everything. And the same thing with the meat. Why don't I do my own meat? Because I found a really good butcher in Borough Park, the nicest guy in the world, a frum Jew that I can give business to. Why would I want to deal with that headache now?
That's
Give me a
true.
couple extra shekels? No, I'm not.
So you're not using one supplier for all the locations.
I am, of course we are.
So this one butcher is going to supply your
He does.
6 locations in New York.
To all of them, also in Miami he does.
Oh,
Mhm. Wow.
Because his sister is the main supplier in Miami.
interesting.
Yeah.
Works.
So it yeah, of course I'm going to have to find a solution for all that, but I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
So that's what I'm saying. Why can't you have your own ashgacha when you start
You can,
expanding?
it's
Why?
Because it's what the communities believe, right?
yeah.
So every community has their Rav that they look up to. Okay, this is the Rav that we're going to trust,
Correct.
right?
There's no other way.
No. Again, I consider myself blessed because of where I came from, because of my dad. So I have it a lot easier with ashgachas and stuff, because my dad is very well known, so they don't really like mess around and stuff like that and say, oh, they're like, yeah, sure, right away they talk. And also because they trust me because we don't play around with ashgacha ever.
Mhm.
If you play around with ashgacha, you will lose your franchise license. It's a clause in our contract.
Nice.
Yeah, don't play with that.
Did you trademark the name?
Of course. My friend, we're 100% legit. We're not licensed, franchise. Licensed in New York State. We have FDD licenses. We have everything.
How
All right.
long?
Real
Listen,
franchise.
They want to know.
Yeah, we're a real franchise. We don't play games. Everything is everything is licensed in New York State. We have real franchise attorneys, your franchise docs, everything.
How does the whole process work? Opening up a franchise or you licensing it to the franchise.
So we don't license. We
Or
franchise.
Franchise.
Before I used to license,
Uh-huh.
till I got trademarked and everything.
And how does that whole procedure work?
Attorneys are very expensive. It's when you start realizing, okay, now you really need attorneys to move everywhere, right? Because now you're relying on that person for your money.
Correct.
You understand? Basically, you're
Like the trade.
if you're not performing, not only you're not making money, I'm also not making money. So everybody has to perform. I feel like I'm like a coach / motivator trying to help everybody, perform. So I take control. Like I have 2 marketing companies dealing with our brand, and I'm still the one making all this.
Yeah, you're the face.
On top of it, do this. Like I just came here now because I was shooting content for the last 3 hours.
On Main Street,
No, in 5 towns.
5 towns.
I told them, guys, 3:45, I gotta get out. So because again, if they're not going to be making the money that they're supposed to make, they're not going to be happy, and they're not going to want to work with me anymore.
Do you put in guidelines any restrictions where you're able to, I guess, take back the franchise
Yeah.
from them?
Yeah,
Just out of curiosity, what are they? What are some?
you raise the prices without telling us, without approval. You add menu items without letting us know, without our approval. We come into your kitchen, we find like spoiled chicken,
Yeah.
You're not. You're
So quality
sanitary-
control is one of the
Yeah,
heavy
yeah,
ones.
yeah, and cleanliness. Yeah, because in Brooklyn, my kitchen is glass. You can stand there like this, like you're watching me, I'm watching you, and you're
Yeah.
watching the guy make your food, and they don't like it. I said, yeah, good. You're gonna have to work clean now, my guy. I don't care how busy you are. You're gonna work clean.
Yeah, but the Main Street has an open concept kitchen as well.
No, but over there you're standing and you watch the guy on the grill.
Oh, in
It's
front
glass.
of you.
It's all. So the kitchen is one line, right? In Brooklyn, it's one. Imagine the store on Main Street times 4 in Brooklyn. Just long, right? And where the Brooklyn kitchen is, all that is glass. To the length. That means you have 25 feet of glass.
Yeah.
And you can just watch the whole kitchen like an orchestra just work. You know how beautiful that is when the kitchen's clean and it's busy and everybody's working like an orchestra? People stand there staring, taking videos. That's all part of it. And if you don't keep your place clean, we're going to ask you to leave. Because it looks bad for everybody else.
100%.
And there's one rule that I tell everybody. If you have to go to the chicken, that belongs in the garbage.
Double take?
Garbage. Simple. And we had issues with franchisees not keeping to sanitary requirements, and we had to ask them to leave.
How does that work? You have to buy him out, though, no?
One we bought out, and one decided to leave on his own.
Just like that.
And what, he
I
ended up,
stopped giving you sauces and spices. I mean, like,
But he's gonna mess up your brand like that.
what's he gonna mess up my brand?
If he's gonna just start selling.
We just put
garbage.
so you can't really do what you want. So you have to send out a letter, right? The lawyer sends out cease and desist. You have 7 days, right?
7 days to take the name.
No,
Stop.
first you have 7 days to fix all your things before we tell you to go.
Okay.
Okay, and we could come every day. So I have somebody go inside every day and document what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Document everything. All right. First of all, we never want to take away your name or anything because it's. I'd rather be in bed with somebody I know than being a stranger that I don't know. But there's some stuff that we can't let slide, right? Working with Hamashgiach, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
we had one guy do that. So the Mashgiach will continue working. I called Avad and told him, hey, we have a problem over here. I called him.
Is a mashgiach allowed to buy his own franchise? Oh,
No.
Why not?
Because you can't trust that you're gonna work straight for your own pocket, which I
Uh-huh.
respect, no matter how religious you are.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's a thing.
Yeah.
Listen, he's taking small steps to have a greater success. Instead of running, he's doing.
Correct. I'm crawling.
I'm crawling. He's crawling.
So let me ask you a question.
People think I'm fast. Trust me, I'm pretty slow.
Tomorrow, you're gonna get a partner. He's gonna tell you, listen, I want to be your partner. I'm gonna go 50-50 and you and all the franchises that you have going on. We're gonna scale it from 20 to 120 locations within a year. Would you take that?
Any day.
But he will tell you there will be maybe non-kosher, half of them.
As long as the rabbis give approval, I don't have a problem with it. Listen, I run everything through my dad and rabbis to make sure that I'm not pissing off God in any way selling non-kosher.
But this is the same brand. How is that going to work? How does the
It's like Dunkin' Donuts works.
McDonald's in Israel?
Kosher.
Some of them are not kosher though.
Correct.
How does that work?
Correct. So you're right. McDonald's are kosher, you know. So if anything, I have to change the Smash House kosher or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they will just have to acknowledge it somehow in the front, or maybe have a specific app that will give them specific locations that are kosher.
Or maybe I'll just keep all them kosher and it just happens to be kosher and it's anywhere you
What's
go,
the
it's kosher.
Realistic difference. What is the difference? He's not putting.
No, never. Well, I'll never sell bacon or like.
What about
Yeah,
halal?
but you could have bacon, just not have pork.
Beef. Yeah, it's beef bacon. What I have today. Yeah, I won't sell pork and stuff like that. For what?
The halal boys, why I asked him if he wants to do behind the scenes and provide all them. The halal boys is also
That's what they do now. They provide the meat.
They provide everything from A to Z, from the plastic and all that. You order directly from them.
Yeah, but the thing is that when you do that to another guy, he's like, all right, man, you're trying to make a buck on me. And I'm showing you, nah, man. I'm not trying to make a buck on you. I just want 6% from your register. That's all I want.
Why you say that? If you're able to keep a steady stream of bread coming to them,
But I have.
At a certain price.
I sell you sauces, spices, and then you have how do you call it, Uber. Like we signed exclusivity deal with Uber. You know, they took care of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For every location.
Yeah, of course.
For the name,
They want me just to be on their platform and nobody else's platform.
Yeah.
That comes with a price.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, and they
so
lowered
you don't
my
do
fees.
DoorDash, nothing, just
No,
Uber.
Just Uber.
Wow.
Uber and my website. That's all I can use. My website is my own delivery.
That's something new.
Yeah, but they paid me a nice fat check, and I said, why not? You know, and they lowered my fees from 30% to 19%.
Nice.
So that means he could still keep somewhat of a realistic price through the delivery service.
Correct.
Because usually when you order this at $7, it comes to you at $13.
How long is that contract?
I don't know. I think 2 years.
Oh, so it's a limited time.
He's
That's not
gonna
bad.
prove himself, and then they're gonna keep it. They're not gonna want to lose him. He's probably
But they give you very strong conditions. You have to have this, you have to have that, and we can meet those conditions. Not everybody can meet those conditions.
That's true.
And I asked her, I sat down, I said, listen, they give me a regional rep. Like, we have reps. I don't talk to Uber like customer service. If you don't have a rep, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, they come to you.
Also with Toast, we have reps everywhere. Like right now, Cisco is working on a rep just to deal with us because they want to take all my business from JetRun and just put it to them. Understand? So I'd rather make money like that than make money on the back of the franchisees. Let me make money on the back of these big companies that are rich anyways, right? And let these guys eat.
What did you close with Cisco?
I didn't close anything yet. But I didn't close anything yet. We didn't do anything yet. But I'm just saying is that, look, why should I eat on your back when we can both eat on their back?
Absolutely.
They can carry the weight. The small business can't. Because, look, at the end of the day, the guy's like, yo, the Queens location, I had a different franchisee for it. You know what he told me? What do I need you for? I can do this by myself. I told him, good luck. And he tells me, oh man, that was the biggest mistake I probably made. I said, I know.
What does that mean? So
I don't need you. I have to pay you 6% for a burger spot. I can do this by myself.
I was going to say that.
Okay, go ahead.
He's carrying your name.
No, I don't need your name. I'll do a burger spot by myself. I'll make a burger joint. Okay, go ahead, man. Make it. I told him, make it.
Did he really go through it?
No. He's still working as an employee somewhere.
Okay.
While my franchisee is making money. It's simple, man. It's either you trust the process or you don't.
Yeah, the people.
So back to what I'm saying. So if I'm going to charge you for, like the halal boys do, right? I'm going to charge you for napkins, all the spices, all the sauces, all the chicken. Like, yo, dude, what's in it for me? You know what I mean? Like, what, are you really going to screw me? So I'm like, hey, man, here's our suppliers. You know, we get all the same price everywhere. Everybody's eating now. Understand? And suppliers, the suppliers work out rebates.
So what does that mean? Whatever kickback they give you, you use that incentive for all your locations with your.
What the kickback they give me? Yeah, so we lower the prices. You know, we play around with the prices. We negotiate with them better deals. So, or they basically they can also buy. We're working on a deal now that they're going to buy all my sauces and spices, and they're going to have it in their warehouse and sell it to my franchisees. So for me, that's huge because A, I can keep my quality control, right? And B, I don't have to carry the burden because right now I buy the sauces and spices when they manufacture it, and I pay 3PL warehouse, You understand? To send it to
Got
all my franchisees. Now, if they cut all that out and they're dealing with it, it's worth it for
you just come and try it a few times.
That's it. I want to try it and do marketing, man. And then the 6% is going to be enough money for me to feed my family. I don't have to start eating.
Very
When
interesting.
he starts trying to eat from everywhere, you start having cracks. Because you have to focus all your things into one thing.
You want to just scale the
I'm not
the brand.
I'm not focusing. I'm not good with logistics. I'm not that guy. You know? And also to be successful in this, you have to know, okay, this I'm good at.
Who are you using for your napkins and all that also?
Imperial. They carry all our Smash products.
Mm-hmm.
I signed a contract with them also, like, I think 5 months ago.
Why? Was it worth it?
For me, yeah.
Well, they're going through
What do you
thousands
mean?
of that.
They're carrying all my branded products.
Mm-hmm.
We're going through thousands.
And they hold it too.
Yeah, and they ship it. Miami, everywhere. They're worldwide. What, am I going to open my own factory now? I don't even know where to start. You want to give me the 10 million? I'll open 20 more locations than open an infrastructure to start selling people popcorn chicken. You know what I mean? It's simple.
Right.
Infrastructure you can always build. Easy to build. You know, the second you have the funds, you just need the funds to build infrastructure. You need the right people.
Yeah, 100%.
But again, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get. It's different.
Tell us.
The Jews are always suspicious.
Correct.
Oh, you're trying to screw me,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
What am I giving you 30 grand for? So I said, okay, you know, so let me cut that suspicion already on the first day. Boom, it's free, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to give you my name for free that I worked so hard for, but it's going to cost you 6%. Let's negotiate that. That's not negotiable.
Oh, that's part of being
That's not negotiable.
Why exactly 6%? Can you tell me?
I'm cheap. Other place takes 7 plus 1 plus 1.
Correct. So why 6, not more?
I started at 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the work I'm putting in. I said, I'm not going to go 7 because, you know, it's going to hurt. Unless you're doing really crazy
Is
sales.
it 6 from the top?
Yeah, minus sales tax.
Mm-hmm.
majority of all the standard charts from anywhere from 7.1 to 8.2. Subways, I think,
including sales tax. That means they take off the top.
That's
they
the
take
top,
off the top. Yeah.
Take off on my contract, I can take off the top. I don't take off the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you another thing. I also take away the Uber fees. That means Uber charges 19%. So I go into your Uber payouts and I see what your net payout is for the month.
Mm-hmm.
Uber have access to that, and then I charge you through
for each location.
every location. I'm the admin on all accounts.
So you have a system that all Smash House uses.
Yeah, it's called Toast.
Oh, Toast.
Yeah, and I every morning I get to see what every location did and what their hours were, and and every dollar that's voided, I know who voided it and when it was voided.
It has to. If the register opens, that means there's a reason.
You're part of their accounts as well? Bank accounts, does that, or?
No. I don't want to be. I'm not.
No, I'm just curious.
No, but you sign automatic ACH. I'm not chasing you for the money. We're drawing it right away.
Well, right away, like a standard.
But a lot of people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, okay, man. You don't have to sign with me. I'm good with it. I have right now, I can show you my phone, 7, 8 people driving me nuts about opening locations.
But you're mainly concentrating in Jewish areas now.
Right now, yeah, of course.
At the moment, he has to.
Right now.
Makes sense.
Right now, yeah.
How many locations do you want before you take that risk of, or it's not a matter of locations, it's a matter of the popularity?
The time is right.
How is that going to come to you?
Just like everything else came to me. I mean, it sounds cliche.
Is there a strategy behind it?
No.
Am I going to, if my sales within...
Most of my things have no strategy. I'll tell you a secret.
He works just like me.
Go with the flow.
Because, dude, I don't have an office. I work out of my car. I don't have a laptop. I work off my phone. I'm not that guy. People think, oh, you're sitting in a big... Nah, dude. I work out of my car. That's why I have all this color. I promise you. I'm sitting in my car. Sorry, I'm sitting in my car all day, working in front of my store. Depends which store I go to that day. But why am I spending $2,000, $3,000 in an office for what? I'm never in the office. I'm always out. So
For now.
Instead of hiring a CFO, I have a CFO company doing my book working. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be as lone as I can without partners as much as I can to have zero debt on my balance sheet.
Obviously, with the lawyers and the franchise whole concept, how much money did you have to cough out?
A lot.
No, approximate 3, 4, 5, 6.
More. I went through 5 marketing companies. All right, in a matter of a year. Each one was feeding me. So each one had to build me a website again. Because You know how it is, like the barber. Oh, you went to this barber? Oh, dude, look how you know that guy that always talks smack about the other barber.
Yeah.
Dude, just stay in your
cut your
lane
hair?
and cut my hair, bro. You know what I mean? So he's the
The marketing company.
yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, that website. It took me about 5 websites till I got my website. And each time you're building a website, it's like 5-6K.
Yeah.
You know
and
what I mean?
That's not even advanced.
What?
That's cheap.
That's what I'm telling you.
Kaigov will charge you 12 now.
I'm just saying.
But
So,
it's the name.
20.
but we outgrew our marketing company.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who helped me scale, the guy who sat down with me, and this is very important for people to know. When you start a business, he sat me down. He's like, his name is Sam. He's like, Benji, let me ask you a question. I'm sitting in his office with one location. I said, listen, this is my dream. I want to be like this, like that. He's like, I'm listening. Let me ask you one question. South African guy. Why the bleep should I come to you to eat? I have Five Guys. I have Shake Shack. I have 7th Street Burger. I have Gotham Street. I have Gotham, whatever. Why am I coming to Smash? What makes you different? And that's where this slogan, everybody's a winner, came. Right? If you see, I end all my videos, this is Smash House, everybody's a winner.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right? Everybody's even now, hey, everybody's a winner, right? So I tell my
Right.
wife, you see, they're making fun, but that shows you the marketing works.
Yeah.
That's all they know me as right now. Right?
Absolutely.
That's what makes us different. And so what I did was I didn't market to us. We're old. We think we're young, right? But my daughter is 17. We're old,
Yeah.
right? But what I do is I listen to what's hot by them,
Yeah.
and then I
Exactly.
market to them.
Correct.
Them and your 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old 10. From the age of 6 to the age of 17, you're my crowd,
Correct.
right? I realize these kids just giveaways and prizes.
And you'll come to eat because of them.
Right.
Because you're the one
Right.
that's paying.
Because you just want your kids to eat. Like,
Yeah.
I'll go just eat something. I'll go anywhere but that, right? She's like, yo, let's go. I want to smash. Yeah, eat the hot dog, whatever. You can eat a salad. You'll figure it out. You want your kids to eat. But I said, okay, not only your kids are going to eat, they're going to come eat. They're going to have the best time. Coloring books, drawing, dude, we hang up your drawings on the wall. Golden tickets. Now I'm starting a thing called with the scratch cards, right? Like, like New York Lottery.
Yeah, I saw it.
I have the
saw it.
same thing right now.
Nice.
We're good. In about a month, we're going to start.
And on top of that, your Jewish kids are never drooling about noting what is a cheeseburger.
Correct.
Think about it. Your
like,
daughter.
You're smashing that, and they don't have to look nowhere.
Listen,
The concept is dope.
I tell my kids all the time, yo, when I used to eat Burger King back in the day, that's what I tell my kids.
It's disgusting. Chick-fil-A was like really they're considered the Rolls Royce of the fast food game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Plus, they're also like ultra religious in their
Yeah,
aspect.
they're closed Sundays.
I heard In-N-Out is also not bad. But they're all on the other side.
They're in the West Coast.
West Coast.
They're not bad at all. They're pretty good.
Yes.
You learn
never
from
tried.
these guys also how to work with quickness.
Yes.
You know how they move the line.
I'm sure you saw the movie Founder.
No.
No?
No.
You're out of your mind. McDonald's? How
'Cause he's-
McDonald's became?
Yeah, I know. I heard
But he's
about
a
it.
fucking thief.
Doesn't matter.
Bro, but
the
he's-
thief that made it to this level.
Yeah, that's not.
But
That's,
again, I'm trying to figure this out.
you have to watch it.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Neither do I. You have to watch it. It's you should. That's the first thing you should have
Because
watched.
he's buying real estate. I don't buy real estate.
It doesn't matter that you have to watch it.
I'll watch it for you. I'll watch it.
For me.
Yeah, I'll watch
Let me know. Do a Snapchat.
What's it on Netflix?
I believe so.
They're everywhere.
I'll watch it.
I watched the user
How long is it?
It's
My
long.
DD is
under
hard.
2 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
It was cool, the whole concept, but he really fucked them, and that
Okay.
wasn't cool.
Correct. That wasn't cool. But listen, they were small timers. They didn't want to grow. He wanted to grow.
Right, so he basically bought them out. So like, I know he did like.
No, he sold
he
sold
sold
milkshake machines and told them, listen, he loved their concept of automated, having the fast food come in, this, that, and he told me, listen, let me buy in, and then he's like,
You have
my
to,
friend, you asked the fuck out, I own your chain.
but you have to watch how they put the whole thing together, how to make the flow.
But he didn't do that. They did that. He
Did?
just took it and put it on a massive scale.
Correct.
Yeah, but he
Genius.
executed.
He executed. That's what I'm trying to say.
Execute.
He developed it though. It's like somebody taking your concept
Correct.
and then putting it on a bigger scale
10X.
and telling you.
But that's what if someone pays me the right price, he can take my concept and blow it up 15 now.
Well, he didn't pay them nothing.
Yes, he did.
What are you talking
He,
about?
he
pulled-
paid him 1.2 million, something like that,
What?
back in the day. Yeah.
Okay. My question to you is, I say I want to be an investor, and you told him that that guy owns the location, owns the rights to Florida. Now, LA is not tapped yet. and I want to come in. I live in New York, and I tell you, listen, Benji, I think we should go move on. I love your concept. I want to move on and move on a location in L.A. Do I need? But I live here. How would that work?
Or Panama.
We'll say thank you very much. We're flattered, but we'll gladly pass.
So you would?
I don't need the money. I need bodies, man.
Yeah.
Money we can find, because when you have a proof of concept, everybody wants a piece, right? So I'll give you an example. We have talking about LA. I'll show you my WhatsApps. A guy reached out to me today that has a couple of restaurants in LA that wants to do a smash house in LA. I told him, sure, talk to me. You know, so he'll say he's gonna call me tomorrow. He's flying tonight to LA, so I'll call you tomorrow. I said, sure, call me whenever you want.
Do you have a radius of how one could be next to the other one? 5 miles, 6 miles, 8
We try to
miles?
keep them as distant as possible. Like right now, again, another example, Queens and Great Neck.
Mm-hmm.
People are dying for Great Neck, and I'm still saying no, because I don't want to hurt Queens.
Is it gonna hurt Queens?
I don't know. But I don't know if Great Neck is hot enough to take the chance.
If
He's
you're
learning as
If
he's
you're
going.
open late, it's gonna go good.
I have a place like open till 2 o'clock in the morning. I have a place where we're next to Bravo, over there in Great Neck, and I'm like, wait. And Queens has a right of first refusal, but because he became a very close friend to me now, I'm like, wait, it's not about me. Because for me, yes, another location, right? It makes my brand even bigger.
No, you
But
gotta.
but am I hurting him? So
Correct.
we're going through this now for 3 weeks already, back and forth, me and him. You know, talking about it. What do you think? This and that. Talking to the landlord. Because at the end of the day, as I said, we want to keep everybody happy.
You don't want to. Why don't you take him as a have
He
him
is.
open?
He's gonna open.
Okay, that makes sense.
He has right of first refusal. I gave that to him.
That's beautiful.
Of course, and
That's
I gave
great.
him everything in Queens. When you sign with me and I like the way you work, I like the way you operate, I'll let you open 15 locations, man. Because again, I'd rather get into bed with somebody I know than a stranger that I don't know. And if you tell me, hey Benji, it's hard for me to find operators, we'll find you the operators. So when you do good, God will do good by you.
Agreed.
Period. And that's the way I always do it.
Okay, so you're telling me if
Hold
I
on,
come
if you were a
to
burger spot, would you like it if I opened? You wouldn't like it, right?
100% no, I agree. I'm not here to. I'm here to find
But do we
out
believe
your
in
strategy.
right? So my first strategy is God first.
Okay, will you let a non-Jew own a franchise of?
Yeah, of course. I don't care as long as he's God fearing.
Got it.
God doesn't come first. We're not working together. God coming first doesn't mean that you're some religious guy that hides behind a mask. You know a person the way he is, the way he deals with his business. That's how you know real human beings is when it comes to business. Who's a real religious guy and who's not.
Agreed.
That's how you know who really people are. You know? So if you're God fearing, well, you're more than welcome. Because then no one's going to fuck anybody because you have fear of God. Right? Because I would
Yep.
never do to you what I wouldn't want
agree.
done to me. Never.
Yep.
So now people tell me, oh yeah, you talk so much shit. Why did you open in Brooklyn, Smash House, when there's a place, Smash NY, open across the street? I said, wait, let's take this a step back. Who owns the name Smash? I do. I didn't go sue him. He opened when I was open already. I
Well,
didn't sue him.
He opened first.
I opened
you
first.
opened
Of course I opened first, dude. Every Smash that you see afterwards, the only place open before me was Burger Spot
Correct.
in Queens.
And he had 2 locations, and I think he went back on one, right? He had a
No.
He had one in Florida that it didn't come
Yes.
to fruition.
yeah.
What I heard. I mean, it was pitched to us a couple of times and we said no.
Anything to do with Smash, even if it's kosher, non-kosher, you own the rights to that. Like Smash Burger or
No, Smash Burger is not owned by me. Smash Burger is owned by Smash Burgers. But the name Smash cannot be used.
In
Even-
the food industry.
Correct. By any of the kosher industries. Correct.
Kosher.
And there's a place in Deal called Smash, and there's a place in Brooklyn called Smash. So before people come yelling at me, why did I open a cross-street for him? The question is, why did he open my concept and call it my name?
But you could add something to Smash, and then it won't
Yeah, you
be-
can. You probably
Because
can.
I also trademarked, but they told me like when I trademarked my location on Main Street, they told me you have to give us categories what you want to fall under. So,
Correct, of course.
Correct.
So I have like 21 categories under, but if they want to use my name for something else that's not under my category, they're more than welcome. All they need to add on.
When we got trademarked, the lawyer's like, "Hey man, we could send." I said, "For what?" No, I'm not doing that. Let him take care of it. I don't look at my competition. I don't think I have competition. Nobody that you mentioned before, Holy Schnitzel or anybody else, Chicky, they're not my competition because they're selling chicken. I'm selling beef. My chicken just happens to be popular. But we started Smash House at the beef. You know, that's beef. It's all about burgers.
Yeah, burgers. That's why I was crazy. It was like for a burger spot.
Because the Jews love fried chicken. And we realized that. I say, you know what? So let's focus on the fried chicken. And it works, man. It works. It's easier to sell. It's quicker to make also. You know, we found also a technique how to make the chicken that you're out quick by us. You know, if you're waiting 25 minutes for me, there's a problem in the system. Looking max, no matter how busy it is, 15, 20 minutes max.
Yeah, I usually never wait. And then though I'm at the store, I order, and then they send me the text. And
All right, it's ready. I'm telling you, it's the kosher culinary world is changing completely.
100%. And I think
And whoever doesn't get on the train, gonna be left behind, man. I'm telling you, and restaurants don't see it. You know, I go to steakhouses and I'm like, dude, the kosher consumer is not going to accept this anymore. The young Bukharian generation, right? Not accepting that mediocre food that we grew up on.
100%.
Never. Because everything is so Instagrammable today and everything's dude, like, what, I can eat this?
Correct.
Not that. So make them an experience that they're going to want to, make them an experience they're going to want to come back, right? So, and that's what I tell everybody. I'm not selling you food, I'm selling you happiness through food. Where you coming to me, like if you have a birthday and you come celebrate your birthday in Smash, we automatically give you free swag, free sweatshirt. You know, you choose what you want.
Yeah.
You know, if a girl gets a golden ticket, she gets a Sephora product.
Nice.
It's like, oh, you're telling the secrets? Yeah. You go spend $1,000 in Sephora every 2 weeks for prizes for kids. Nobody's doing that.
Listen, that's
some type of
That's great.
incentive.
absolutely.
But again,
It works.
the community gives you, give back.
I agree.
Give back. And it works.
Who's your father again?
And it works. And again, I'm telling you, man, and the second I start getting closer to God and becoming more
Coming back to God because you came from,
yeah.
you drifted off and then
You know, I daven minyan every morning. I learn till 12 o'clock every day.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for him it's much easier. He
No, it's a lot harder for me than for you.
It is.
10 times harder for me than
He's
for you.
been there.
For me to keep Shabbat today is harder for me than for you. And for me to learn today is harder for me than for you. And for me to go to shul today is harder for me because I went through it and I hated it and I couldn't stand it. And for me, if you would tell me, hey, there's a minyan already, I'll tell you I davened already. I'm good.
Interesting.
Today I wouldn't start my day without running to shul first.
What switch this?
Be thankful, man. You woke up in the morning, you're alive, you're healthy, man. Thank you.
Right.
That's all, nothing else. Just be thankful and thank God for all the good you have. Again, so also I like to split up the week. Like Monday, when I'm praying, I'm not asking for God or anything. I'm just thanking Him every time. Thank you for everything you do for me. Because imagine your son every day just asking, not saying anything. You're like, yo, dude, like what the heck? You know what I mean? Like at least thank me for something, appreciate it.
That's true.
And that's where the success comes from, I think.
I agree. So you being in front of Instagram and social media, constant on most of your videos, you're in front.
Correct.
You're in the front line.
Correct.
When are you gonna stop?
Are you going to develop a mascot?
Yeah.
I'm the mascot.
He's the mascot right now.
My friends call me the Smash Man.
Smash man.
Hey, and 5 times
How
they call me the
How long you think you're gonna be going with it?
It's going to
As long as it takes.
Yeah, I love it.
You love it.
Yeah, I love it. Listen, it's you're interacting with people. People are getting happy. You're.
You have a good vibe though. People like it.
We're trying to tell people, hey man, eating kosher is cool.
It's cool, yeah.
It's you're
Where it's
him.
at. You're him.
Understand?
Yeah, that's
You're him. That's what they want. I want to be him, right? You're him. You understand? So that's why we do all these little prizes and golden tickets so the kids can feel special, right? Again, let's go back to Goodfellas, the movie, right? What did Ray Liotta do? He took his Jewish girlfriend to the restaurant, worker from the back. I know the owner set me up the table here. It's a busy, right? That's what everybody wants. So come to my place. I'll make you feel like that. That's why we don't sell our swag too. We give it out to you. We'll never sell it.
nice. Good.
The concept is dope, man.
I love it. I love
We're
it.
learning as we go, man. We're still learning.
I agree.
We learn every day.
But listen, I could talk about this for hours.
And I'm here to listen.
I'm not talk about it for hours, but
What's the future? What's the future?
to sell to venture capitalists.
So you're going to grow this baby and then you're going to
Exit.
let it go?
I already have another thing that I'm working on now. Another food concept. Yeah. I'm telling you, I want to be that guy when I'm 90. Be like, yo, that guy changed the kosher food game for everybody. That's how I want to be. Why not? If I look, I realized when I had all these restaurants running around, like, dude, I was taking my energy in 5 different places. Tell everybody like, Bodigi, I have 5 restaurants, dude.
Yeah.
Hunker down into one place and focus all on that, and look what happens. Here we are.
90% of the time, the single locations fall because that trend passes.
Correct. So you make sure you're always on trend, and don't think you know better than anybody else, and always listen to when other people talk to you.
After this, we're gonna go outside and smoke and ask him what's his next idea.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll tell you off air. I'll tell you off
Maybe we'll
air,
hop on
bro.
it. Maybe
I already
we'll-
have a guy that's worth a lot of money sitting on my ass. I met with him yesterday already, you know. But again, he came to me with the money, and I said, "Hey, I know money people don't like to hear it, but it's my idea. It's my rules."
He said.
I said,
Uh-huh.
"Either you hop on my train, or I don't need you, because your money can mean anything."
He's investing into you.
I tell everybody, the money is the winning horse. I'm the jockey. If I ain't getting on that horse, you ain't winning the race.
He's right. He's right.
That's it, man. Take your money anywhere you want. You need me
The
for
Jackie
that restaurant to succeed.
Right.
that Jackie trains as much as the horse does. The dieting, the
Everything. The jockey is the race.
is the race. Correct.
Right.
If he's not one with the horse, and if he's not one with his concept, they ain't no concept.
So that's why I told the guy, you're the money guy, but okay, here, start whatever you want to start, and let me know how it's going for you. Now I'm a lot smarter. I know the plan. How am I planning? Sorry, how am I opening?
Your experience.
What am I doing? You know what I mean? So now I realize, oh wait, I know marketing. I'm good at it. Now we're starting a company called Smash Media, trying to help other kosher restaurants to market their brand.
Nice.
You understand? You're not competing with me because you're selling two different products. So come,
Perfectly fine.
dude, I'll market for you, man. I'll do your videos, do whatever the hell you want.
What do we gotta? How much is it to start to be a part of your franchise? We never asked that question. I wanted to ask about it.
Zero.
He's mentioned it's zero.
I don't charge franchise.
No, but your build out the concept.
Oh, that's it depends how big you want to go.
Oh, it varies from location.
Yeah, it depends. So again, I'm a big believer that I only touch second generation restaurants.
What does that mean?
It has to be a restaurant before. I don't like build outs.
Oh,
Or an existing kitchen.
That's your biggest expense.
Correct. At least 250 these days.
So
You know.
in the 5 times we paid a very, very high price to get that key money. Everybody told me you're crazy, da 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 da, and then and the money was made back in the first year.
Nice.
We paid a lot of money for just the key money for the guy to walk
that's
away.
even harder to find.
Correct. But because what's happened is, okay, so you have a $200,000 budget. You're like, yeah, I'll build out a store. Great. Rent a store you signed a lease. You get first month, last month, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you get 50 grand
50 grand of the bag.
just for that. Now you're left with $150. All right? And now your permits are frozen. Now rent is coming up in 2 months. Don't forget, you're going to have you guys trained for at least 7 weeks by me. You got to get about 50 grand of salaries prepared just for 7 weeks, just for training.
So you advise people get something that's
Oh, for
secondhand.
sure.
Unless they take it upon
Because
themselves.
secondhand is that basically what we're doing is we're bringing our graffiti artist from Miami, and he's just painting up. He's graffitiing out your store.
So there's no special layout. Like you said, you have an open concept in this location. There's nothing in your mind that you want to, just the
The graffiti, and people are gonna know that it's Smash. I promise you.
Yeah, the decor.
Again, we lose the battle to win the war. If I'm gonna fight with you about every little thing, I'm gonna lose. So I'm gonna fight with you about nothing, but the stuff I'm gonna fight with you about, like the important stuff, I'm gonna win that battle. So let's say you say, hey, I don't want to sell tendies this week. All right. Take it off your menu. Hey, we don't open Friday. If you want to open Friday, sell food for Shabbos. Sure, go ahead. I'm not going to say no. If you can tell me, hey, I want to make the price from 11 to 14, I'll tell you absolutely not.
So you're very flexible hourly wise.
Yeah, about a lot of things. There's some stuff that I know that if I'm going to start touching it, it's going to hurt the brand completely. You understand? So that's what I worry about. Same thing with raising a child, right? Teenage child. We're going to fight with her. Oh, you're scared. No, I don't fight about that stuff, man. You lose the battle to win the war.
Mm-hmm.
There's battles you know you're going to lose.
Interesting.
And then
I think as a franchise holder, I think it's for me. Say if I would get into it, I would love somebody to speak to like that when it comes down to the flexibility of my specific location where I am.
correct.
Absolutely.
I tell everybody, use me for free. I'm not bragging. I say use me for free because probably in 30 years from now, if I'm still alive, people are going to pay me a lot of money to talk.
Without a doubt.
How's the city location going? Because I know it's not in a predominantly kosher area, but you're.
But we had our challenges in the beginning, and with marketing and stuff, we're We're already up almost 300% on our sales since we started last year.
Because I saw you were heavily marketing that whole
We still are.
vegan and all that.
We
You
still
think
are.
it's gonna lift
Man
off?
on the street, POV. Hey, what do you think about this burger?
Yeah, yeah.
There's another one coming out tomorrow with the whole family. We did that. That's our thing. So again, we did this for every location we opened on Instagram. Everybody was against it, and I said no, we should do it because every location has its own community he's talking to. So you understand? So we're community based. So what I advertise for the 5 towns or Queens doesn't work for the city,
Correct.
or vice versa.
But you cannot, even though you're not sharing videos between each other.
Used to, not anymore. So now we hired a new marketing company, and every location is going to have its own niche, like series. So 37th Street series is point of view. We're going to random people on the street and ask them, hey man, what do you think about this burger? And we get honest, raw opinions on the spot. That's for 37th Street. Now we're building something for Queens. 5 times we did sports centric. It's all about sports. Understand?
Interesting. So he's learning as he's going.
Of
also,
course.
you see the whole concept is he's redeveloping himself.
Absolutely.
We spend over 150 grand on sponsorships just to put my name on everybody's jersey.
That's in 5 Town?
There's no league in the 5 towns without Smash House on your jersey.
Yeah, I know.
And now it's going to be also in Brooklyn soon. You understand? That's what we want. We want every Jewish league to have, like Nike's on every basketball NBA. Yeah. We want every league that wants to take us. We want to be on their jersey. That's how we're gonna. It's called brand recognition. When you have brand recognition. Oh yeah, I know that place. I saw it over there. Right? You know the commercial 1877 cars, right? How many times have you heard it already?
Yeah. Many.
It's so used to that you don't even
drilled in your head. Someone will tell you, oh, what do you do? Cars for kids. You're that guy, right? All he did was put a little song. You know, in religious schools, they teach you Torah by singing.
Correct.
So you remember it.
Yeah.
Don't forget it. You understand? I'm telling you, man, these little things that you see in the hospitality business. Again, a guy I look up to is like David Grutman from Miami, right? Good hospitality.
Yeah.
He has that down to a pat. To a pat.
This guy,
So these are people that you look up to and inspire to be like. You understand? And hopefully we get there one day. That's the goal, is to be the biggest kosher brand walking on this planet.
What motivates you?
Motivates.
So Dr. Jordan Peterson is a guy I listen to.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard of him.
Of course.
Yeah. 95% of the things you see online is not true. Again, people ask me, oh, why aren't you in the watch game? I tell them back, think about it, why I'm not in the watch game.
But you're a watch collector?
No idea anything about watches.
Really?
Why am I did it on purpose. I want nothing to do with that industry. Why? Because whoever lives it knows why. Simple as that.
Just say my twin brother's there.
Yeah, that's it's good enough. And that's how I get away. People are like, you're watching. No, I'm not. Okay, ask me a question about watches. I want to know what to answer you. And then they get it. Oh, really?
Ask me about my secret
No,
sauce.
because people tell me all the time, we heard that excuse before. Because people think I'm running away.
No, but even though you guys are twins, you could tell the difference.
You can tell the difference.
We can tell.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
I was in Vegas with my wife, and I was like, dude, you're getting stopped so many times. So in the beginning, it's cute, and then it gets annoying. You're like, dude, just
let me rock.
Just leave me alone. You know? But look, man, I'm telling you, so for business, I like watching a lot of Shark Tank.
Mm-hmm. Love that shit.
Yeah.
Love it.
I should watch it with my kids.
I want to go on Shark Tank. I want to go.
You really gonna go with Smash House?
I want to go. Yeah, I want to.
Really?
Go. Because I want someone like Barbara, that took my favorite shark is Kevin O'Leary, but Barbara is the one that took Cousin Mean Lobster and blew them up.
Yeah.
Right. So she's the real. She's the real and I wish I'll pay 20 grand even to sit with Elon Musk for even an hour, just to pick his brain.
So, what % will you evaluate your business when you go on Shark Tank? Let's say
10x.
10x. So, what's the numbers on what percentage?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? I want $1 million for 2%, 5%.
Oh, I'll never say that. You'll find out when I get on. I'm not.
You're not gonna say now. Why not?
I'm not talking about my what we have, what we don't have. But
so we'll see you there. Did you apply?
Not yet. I know my numbers really, really, really well. Again, I'm not a food.
But are you gonna make a deal, or are you just gonna?
No, I want to make a deal with Barbara, and I'll probably give 25%.
Wow!
But
yeah.
do you know
she's worth it. I want her all in. Like, hey man, I want you to, and when I'm gonna go on Shark Tank, be like, hey guys, listen, I'm here because I want everybody in. So I'm asking for 25. If you want more, you want to. Let's
talk.
get this to work. But I want you guys. I want
Counter.
in. Yeah, because again, like they say, right? I'd rather 50% of watermelon than 100% of a grape
Yeah.
Exactly.
any day of the week.
Yes, I
So
agree.
if you look at it like that, they're gonna help me scale and it's like quote unquote shortcut, right? To get to grow and scale, then why not? But then again, it's very tricky because we're kosher.
I don't think. I think
But
your
if you look at it,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you think you'll go non-kosher?
No. I think the concept of the veganist and the quality.
Right.
You gotta present as prime meat.
I'm sitting with you here, and I'm discussing this, and and I don't think the food industry community is blind. I think they're very open. Kosher is not what it used to be.
Of course not.
It's not. It's a style of a
Right.
I'm
It's
trying
healthier lifestyle of eating.
There you go. And it's
Yeah.
maybe 20 years
But that's how
ago.
we market it.
20 years ago, it was considered to be. You go to a restaurant, you get a gefilte fish. It's not a gefilte
Yeah,
fish.
right.
Now you're eating high-end steaks. You're not getting
Let me ask you
viruses.
something.
You're getting cleanliness. Today, you put a piece of strawberry inside the water. You have all that. There's people supervising it, and I think people are not blind by that. So what I'm sitting here and I'm like debating with myself, and I'm like, will Long Island work where there's no Jews or somewhat middle religious Jews, people who will put on their tefillin?
It will, but not now.
You
I
understand?
think it needs another year.
So like, I'm not here sitting with you. I'm already inside my head.
Right.
Debating with myself and battling the question of which way would I take your concept with you and put it in a place to test drive it, to spend that $150,000 to see if your concept will, or $200,000 will survive in a meatier Jewish community.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because I follow you heavily, and I really like to follow the city one because you're trying to prove a non-kosher concept.
My biggest challenge right now.
And I think it's dope. I think it's dope.
It's my biggest challenge, and I tell everybody that 37th Street location is, for me, it's the smallest but the most important location from the whole brand.
And I'm
Because
bugging out.
if that takes off,
Forget it.
it's game over for. I mean, in a good way. It's like, dude,
Correct.
It's
I agree.
If that takes off, and right now it's on the right track.
And I like it that he doesn't announce it. He gives it the kosher aspect of it after they try it. He'll
Correct.
be like, do you know this is not real cheese? Do you know that this is?
Right.
He's trying to pursue, which is bugged out. I think I'm on the same brain length as him when it comes down to that marketing aspect of it. He is. I think he needs to be a little bit more. I don't know if it's ready. A little bit more knowledge. Why after that it's kosher or whatnot? Because I don't think the true people know what it is to be kosher.
So this is how I explain kosher to consumers, and it works. People are like, yo, kosher, not kosher. Why just $15 and just $4? I asked the guy, why is first class $8,000 and regular class $5,000, $2,000, $1,000? You're getting the same destination at the same time. It's different styles. Same thing with the food, man. I give you $3 burger, but you're gonna eat shit. I'm gonna give you a $15 burger and you're gonna eat quality. That's the choice.
Yeah, but there's people that know the difference, because a person who knows what he's eating and follows and regulates himself will know that he's eating quality.
Correct. But most people don't know.
And that will be your.
Most people don't know. Like when people like look at like Shake Shack itself has I'm sure has some preservatives in their stuff and stuff. In order for that stuff to travel corporate,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to inject it with stuff. We don't inject our stuff with nothing because we get it straight from the butcher, fresh to us.
Natural ingredients.
Correct.
Yeah, plus
And we pay a premium for that chicken too.
I agree. So I'm in this.
We're not paying $3 a pound, $2.99.
But you know, you're Gucci. You're safe. Everything's been double checked. You're putting something that won't damage or.
The more strict the certification is, the more that chicken is checked. Okay, so bet yourself me that the chicken didn't even sneeze, like it wasn't even sick ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's no broken legs.
Nothing.
There's
Everything is perfect. That's why it's so expensive, because you find like that 1 in every 15 animals or whatever. I don't even know what the number is, but let's say, right? So that's why it's so expensive, and that's why the more kosher it is, the more healthier or whatever you want to call it the meat is. You understand?
Of course.
That's what people don't understand. Yeah, get upset at the rabbi saying they're playing with his, you know what, and reading the. Yeah, okay, but the end day has to be there. So you have to look at that as a business. Instead of crying about it, look at it as a business.
Of course.
You understand? It's like you having to have a security guard, right? That's a business expense. He's sitting there doing nothing all day.
Right.
But when he has to do something, he's going to do something.
He's there.
Same thing with the rabbi. That's
I
his job.
agree.
Let him read his newspaper. Let him do what he wants. That's the way I look at it. My rabbi in the 5 times makes $1,900 a week. You know what he does? Nothing.
You need them. You need them. And it gives security and it puts money in your pocket as well. That's part of doing business.
Right.
And it's very hard to explain. I think that's why. What's your partners? What is the age? Like your majority of your shareholders or franchisees? What is from 21 to 30? Do you have any?
So my oldest partner is turning 60.
Which is Florida location?
No, he's the Brooklyn location. And then everybody else is probably my age.
See,
30s,
that's
39.
why his concept is working also, because a person and the issues that you had with your previous franchisee owners, were they
It was their second business.
okay? That's the only reason, or
One
because
of
they're or their age difference?
No, it was just
Oh,
their second business. They didn't give it the love that it deserved, so I'd rather you not.
okay.
You want to take my Rolls Royce for a drive, give it the love it deserves. If not, I'm not going to give you the keys. Pretty simple.
I'm just curious to see if this your concept will work on a much older person than
No.
a person who is our ages.
No.
Because we're more open minded to it.
It's not only open-minded, it's but you're going to be busy with this for the first 6 months, and then you're basically free if you have the right manager at the
management.
store, right? The question is how much effort. You being free from it doesn't mean that you can ignore it and neglect it and go away. You're still showing up every day, but you don't have to be there. You can be there for 10, 15 minutes, and your presence will make a difference when you show up every day.
The employees are a little bit scared there.
Because they know when you're coming. Exactly. They know when you're coming in, right? So a guy that's older, most of them, some of them have energy like crazy, more than me, but most of them are like, dude, we're not. You know what I mean? Like a bunch of kids, teenagers coming around. It's loud, it's rowdy, you know, stuff like that. They don't want to deal with that. They just want to sell their, like, they're like, all right, man, buy your food and get out. I'm like, no, man, buy your food, draw your picture, hang it. Like, dude.
Yeah, they're hyping it up.
Let's make it in Hebrew, in Hebrew. Let's make it a matzav, you know, let's go.
The 6% that you charge your franchise holders, does that include marketing, or marketing is separate?
So the 1+1 is the marketing, 2%. But I don't charge that 2% for marketing. Each one pays a certain amount to the marketing company, and that's what they pay for marketing.
Also, it's not included in the 6%.
No, of course not. My global marketing is like I market all the influencers that come and stuff. That's on me.
That's part of your the 2% that they pay, or
They don't pay 2%. No one
Smash
pays
House
2%.
USA.
I don't until I don't have Smash Media up and running. I'm not charging 2% because it's not fair.
Okay, so
Again, I'm in the business to make money. Not
I
to
agree.
screw
I'm just
anybody.
trying to educate our listeners.
Right, that's what I'm
because
saying.
You're gonna have a lot of interested people, especially I feel the younger generation that's not afraid to work, and they know not everybody. The trend is everybody wants to be a pop star, but there's certain people that are very good at what pursuing school, but believe in hard work also.
Right. We're looking for young entrepreneurs.
You understand?
And you can grow. Look, I had a guy work by me. His salary's already at $2K a week, and he's a grill guy.
I really like the manager that you have. I believe it's Zalman's son.
Yeah, Benny.
I think this dude will be an awesome.
Yeah. He's gonna own a location one day when he wants it. I told him that already. He's very good, very organized. These are the kids we want.
So because I grew up with his, they're like
Zalman, Ephraim, Gabby Decano, of course, bro.
They're a fleet of like 35 cousins and brothers and uncles and sisters and all that. I grew up with them since we were 9 years old.
They're all in my father's yeshiva.
That's what I'm telling you. My first tefillin was put on in your father's
and
synagogue.
he raised, because Benny's mother is a very good woman. What's her name? Avram Tabibov's sister.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good woman. You see, she raised a good boy. The boy has values, honest as they come, straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's so important. You know, when I test my operators, I walk into the register and add another $100 and walk away, and you won't even know. And when you cash out, you can tell me, if you don't tell me I'm over $100, we got a problem.
100%.
And not once did I catch him cheating.
No,
Dude,
That's important.
Straight as they come.
When you see somebody like that and you feel like you want to have him part of your team, you wouldn't throw him that piece of bread and tell him, listen, I know it's gonna cost $150,000. This location I want to own with you.
No, because then he'll never appreciate it.
You think so?
Of course.
They have to have some skin
And
in the
me being
game.
a partner is not worth it for you.
What if he's gonna come to you and say, "Listen, Benji, I saved up $80,000, but this location is gonna cost us 150. You don't want to help me out?"
Yeah, we'll help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you'll pay me back. It's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So,
don't care. Again, we that's what we want. We want those young guns.
so
that
you would
wanna
have
make money.
a potential loan payback for
Yeah, I don't care about that, man. That's easy. Right now, we did that already with one location.
So you gave a loan to
Yeah.
an owner.
Yeah, and I have two locations that I'm signed as a. I have a COJ on it.
So to everybody who's listening, who's young, go get a job, a smash burger,
You
prove
should.
yourself, and then come to Benji and
The
tell him,
shortcut,
listen,
man. I'm telling you, it's the shortcut to being.
he's gonna do it, boy. He's gonna
Guarantee
do
you, man. Listen, everybody that comes work by me, I say, give me 6 months. If you don't like it, you can leave, and I'll give you a severance package too. Because the other day, if you want to really make money, dude, my brother-in-law, okay, he basically runs my whole company.
it. That's the one that used to own the dairy restaurant.
No, he's my nephew. He owns the
Okay.
Smash House in Muncie.
Okay.
Okay.
He's also a hard worker, man.
Yeah.
He breaks nights.
Yeah. But he's took Smash House Muncie, man, and that's my second busiest location today.
Well, he's
Wild.
very talented. He did catering. He did
The
this.
landlord
that.
came to us. He's like, dude, yeah, I've been training him since he's 16. He's been working by me.
Yeah.
I took him up the streets. I'm like, all right, my guy,
How old is he?
25 now. Yeah,
Oh, he's been with you for a minute.
9 years
Wow,
since 2016.
that's amazing.
Yeah, and he was like, those kids that like to sleep and stuff, dude, I'll come knock down his door. He had a rule: every minute you're late, you're getting $1 fine.
Nice.
Yeah. Now come late anytime you want. I'm teaching you want to be a business owner. Business comes first. Before anybody, business comes first. Without this, you have nothing.
I agree.
Especially as a man. Us men, we're not supposed to be relying on our women's salaries.
100%.
You want to help, go ahead, but nah, man. I'm a very big believer in that.
I'm with you.
So if a man can bring parnasa, it's like it's like a woman that can't give birth.
Yeah.
You feel like, dude, I'm not a man.
I'm
You
not a man.
Yeah, you feel like, oh man, if your wife is making more money than you, my guy, you're not masculine. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, I'm old school.
I'm on that same.
I'm old school, man.
B, what do you think?
And I tell
I'm
all
the
these,
same.
and I tell all the women, you want the men's, all the things that go with them, but you don't want their responsibilities. When you have the man's responsibility, then you can act like a man. That means get out there, go break bread, go bring the bread, and I'll stay home. Go take my responsibilities. All right, and then you can take all my abilities, whatever you want to take. But they don't want to take their responsibilities. You want to be treated like a woman, but act like a man.
What would you tell yourself as a 8 coming back? Boris just developed a time capsule. You're going back 20 years. What would you tell yourself?
Listen to your parents.
Without a doubt.
But your parents are steering. Your father wanted you to be
Listen to your parents.
to be a rabbi
Yeah,
and all
listen
that.
to your parents.
You wouldn't be here if you were a rabbi.
I probably would have been one of the biggest rabbis today, probably,
Okay,
with my brain capacity. Yeah, listen to your parents.
interesting.
And the best thing is, man, in Hebrew they say, "Emor me'at v'aseh harbeh." I used to talk a lot of shit, man. I'm this, I'm that, loud, pizzazz. Humble yourself, man. Always be humble. You can always learn from other people and listen to your parents, and stop with the verbal diarrhea. Verbal diarrhea means, yeah, I want to be successful. You want to be successful in your mouth or your actions?
Actually,
Actions speak louder than words. I tell all the young guns that come to me, you're going to make verbal diarrhea, I'm going to kick you out as fast as you came in. You want to show me you want it? Show me with your actions. Don't tell me how much you want to be rich. Show me how you want to be rich. Simple.
so you're willing to lose this whole empire and everything, go back in time, tell yourself to
I'm creating this empire so I could go back to sit and learn. And not worry,
Wow.
and not worry about making money.
Okay, so now if you're successful,
Yeah, I'm going back to sit.
you're
and learn.
going back to
Probably
sitting.
most of the day, yeah.
Wow.
At least the first 4 or 5 hours.
You know, this is what my son is telling me. Papa, I want to make enough so I can go and learn.
And also, I want to have
wild.
Yeah, I want to have like 1,000 people learning from my money. Like have like huge call. This is my dream. Like I want to support like as much Torah as I
Okay,
can.
well, you answered our other question. My question was, what's the main goal, dream of all this? So, okay.
I want to have like a huge kollel that I'm supporting because again, in the end of the day, you know, my father sat me down when we were younger, and every time I was like rebelling this night, he goes, "Yo, Benji, either I'm living the truth or you're living the truth. There's no two truths here.
There's only one.
Either I'm living a lie or you're living the lie. Which one is it?"
Crazy.
He goes to me, if I'm living the lie, then why are people coming to me and no one gives a shit about you? And every time, that's the only thing he used to tell us. One of us is living a lie. Either he goes, you convince me that I'm living the lie, I'm going to pierce my ears right now.
But his father is so like
Calm.
Calm as crazy.
Right. And again, we had a bad relationship till like 4 years ago, and now every Friday I go visit him.
Your father is a genius.
Every Friday I go visit him.
Nice.
Every Friday I'm in his house for at least an hour. Hey, Dad, how you doing? You know, stuff like that.
He doesn't talk a lot, but he says 3 words and it gets you thinking.
Yeah. My dad was very good with that. And he wanted the best thing for us, as the message was delivered the wrong way. That's the way I look at it now, you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're going to come back to it.
I'm already back into it. I'm already a foot into, like, I make fun because I think my brother Moshe is scared because of that, because I'm like kind of going more right now and becoming more religious, and it scares him. So
it's not his time.
Yeah, so he kind of took a step back. Like, he's not in touch with me as he used to be, which is fine. I get it. I'm like, dude, you know, you're scared a little, and he's working out every day, right? And I'm going to learn every day. And I tell myself, it's funny. He's working on his body. I'm working on my soul. I know I got to work on my body, but first I got to take care of my soul and make sure.
You needed it before him.
Yeah, for sure.
It's fine.
Yeah, for sure. I'm good because he's living his life now. He woke up when he was in, 30. And I'm happy for him. And he's living his dream. This was his dream as a child. We were always thinking about it, and I couldn't have been happier because he was so shy, never spoke. And now he's all out there. And for me, it's like, dude, you finally did what you know what to do. I was always babysitting him, make sure he wasn't getting bullied when we were growing up. We had that dynamic. Me, I knew all the time that I know how to learn, and I've been learning a lot, and I have a lot of knowledge, and I'm like, and it always interested me, like, what can you do? What can't you really do on Shabbat? Like, everything else, so yeah. So now I learn Hilchot Shabbat to know really what's mutar and what's not.
Yeah.
And I like it. It's interesting for me, and time goes by fast, and it picks your brain.
Both of you guys are satisfying your
Correct.
soul and mind at different ways, but in the end, the conclusion is still to come back and.
My goal is hopefully that I can learn at least the first 5 hours of the day, like dive into like from 8:30 to 9, then learn till like at least 1, 2 o'clock, and then go work.
It's amazing.
Hopefully. And if I can't do that, then hopefully, and then also support, because I know I can't learn all day, and there's people that really learn all day that need the money, and if I can support it and make it easier, then why not?
Yeah.
I don't give zakah to shuls. No shuls, no like people knocking at my door, nothing. Kol in Israel, boom. There's a whole thing there.
This is what you believe.
I looked at, they really like, dude, like the
They
money
use
that I
the
give
money,
them,
yes.
they're buying chicken for Shabbat. They're not paying their nanny. They have no cars. They live in a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 kids. So every dollar that's going into their pocket is really helping them stay and learn. And tomorrow, God forbid something happens to me, I say, hey man, you got it. I took care of your people. That's the goal with this. Hopefully.
Yeah. Dope.
Amen.
Dope.
Why not?
100%.
Why not, man?
I think in the end of the day, it's just a matter of time. You just need to go through that experience where the enlightenment comes either mentally or physically for you to go back to the initial. You might not jump into it right away, but
you should never jump into it.
You start putting on the tefillin. You
don't know how to swim. You're gonna jump into the ocean. You're gonna drown.
I still to this day
same.
don't know
I don't know how to swim. I don't go into the water. I go till here.
The pool is my head.
I don't go to the beach.
Me either.
I don't go in. I'll sit on the sand. I'm not going to the water unless it's like like right in the beginning playing with my son a little. But to get into the waves, never. I don't go jet skiing. I do none of those things. I'm scared of water. That's one of my things.
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to swim. No, you're not, because I can't get over that fear. And I want to get over it. I don't want to get over it. I'm comfortable like this.
We're good.
I'm good. I'm not getting on cruises. I'm good. What happens if the plane crashes? Guess what, buddy? You're dying before you hit water. I promise you.
The impact.
I promise you, bro. You're dying before you hit water.
What made you go back?
Wow. A lot. Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
I know when last time I saw you was a year ago, maybe. You weren't like that.
I just wasn't talking about it a lot.
It was.
No, I didn't start learning till 6 months ago.
That's what I'm saying.
I just started davening then, going to shul in the morning. That's why I want to do this podcast with my dad, to ask him all these questions that's been sitting on me for so long.
So one reason. I know it's a lot, but one reason. Maybe even the main reason.
So I'll tell you, no. The main reason I'll talk about off air, because the Bukhari still don't believe in that, and the community doesn't believe in that. But one of the reasons I did was that I was, where were we? Oh, we were in Israel and by my in-laws, And I told my father-in-law, hey, I want to go to Meron. You know, Rishon Bar Yochai over there. I want to go to Meron. I want to daven nets. I want to see what it's all about. Wake me up early. I want to go daven, the sunrise. And he said, let's go. He's like, oh, you want to go? Let's go. I went by myself. Went on a week spiritual trip. I said, let me check this out. And this is when I'm in negotiations to buy out Smash Queens to start it, right? The store where it was. When with the landlord, we're talking. We have an agreement and everything. So I'm going to go to Israel for a week spiritual trip, come back, sign the contract, and we're going to open. This is February time in 2023. All right, I go to Meron. Dude, the place is packed. 5:15, bro, place. Packed, okay? Like, wow. Everybody davening there, this and that. I'm like, dude, how are these guys all happy? They're so broke. And I'm like, I think I have everything figured out. And I'm like, trying to figure myself out, right? I'm like always having these back and forth battles with myself. And after davening, guy gets up, says, guys, I just had a baby boy after 8 girls. Everyone's like, oh, mazal tov. Ah. Like, yeah, but I have no money to make a kiddush. So here I got cake from a bakery for free. And this guy went to his house and bought me schnapps, so l'chaim, and he's happy and he's crying from happiness. And I'm like, dude, what? This guy is broke, like a pauper, and he's so happy. And I'm like this? Nah, man, no way. That's when I started saying, okay, what's going on here?
Nice.
And then slowly by slowly, you start.
People forget to appreciate what they have.
No, he had to reinvent himself inside to realize the real problem. I get it. I get that shit a lot too.
You don't need
take
all
the
of
anger
these
away.
things.
Okay, so I can become a hothead real quick sometimes, So
I have the same.
Yes, you got to take that away, right? So I took that away, and when you take that away, it takes all your defense mechanism, like everybody's trying to screw you away, right? And you're like, okay, God's running this world. I'm really not in control. As much as I say that, then before I got on a flight, I said, what's gonna happen? But then I'm like, hey, calm down. If you're supposed to die,
It's a constant battle.
Right.
Tell yourself, relax. It's,
right. Believe that there's a.
Yeah.
So every day before I learned Musar for a half hour about
And that will, and he beat that battle for today. Tomorrow he's gonna start it all over. He's gonna
every hour it's a battle, my guy.
I get the same shit.
Amazing.
But again, it's. I'm not some like this religious fanatic.
No, you don't have to be.
Not at all.
But you're doing good.
I hope. I tried, and no one can tell me this guy fucked me. Not me, man.
That's how I work.
Not me. You can fuck yourself. I'm not the guy that fucked you.
Correct.
And that's the most tov shem tov mishem and tov. And I thought, that it's all about money and this and that. Yeah, money's super important. I think it's top 3 most important things on this planet after health and family, right? But your name that you carry with you is the most important thing.
Because that's the only thing that's going to go down when you die 6 feet under.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct.
Nothing else. Not a dollar you're going to take with you.
Most of the time, the picture on the stone also.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the engraving inside is what you could see after every war.
That's it.
And then an Israeli guy told me once, he's like, hey, Benji, life is like a supermarket. In the end, we all pass by the cash register.
We all pass by the cash register. That's what.
And then you're gonna go shopping aisle 1, aisle 2, aisle 3. Where you always passing by? The register, right? To pay your bill. He goes, that's life, man. And what's the register when you get up there? If it's true or not, who knows?
Benji, anything inspirational to the younger generation? Before we cut off, we've been here with you for 2 hours.
Yeah, just put God first, man.
Put God first.
Last thing, right? You want to put on, right? No one wants to put on tefillin, right? I'll put it on in the afternoon later. And that's how I started going to shul. It's like, you know what? I'm going to put on tefillin first thing in the morning, like as if I have to go to the bathroom. For 1 minute. Make that a habit.
Right.
Slowly by slowly, man. And again, your parents want nothing but what's best for you. Unless your parents is a sick person, but that's what usually is.
Even the sickest ones want the best for you.
Correct, 100%. And try to listen to them. And the problem with our young generation is they all act like they're thugs. They try to be like, we're thugs, we're gangster, and it's a big problem. I felt the same thing when I was growing up, like I'm hard, dude. We're not.
Correct.
And that's it. And listen to your parents and respect your elders. Respect your elders. It's the most important thing that the young generation doesn't have today. Respect your elders.
What do you believe in school?
Not for everybody. Not for everybody. If my son tells me at 16 I want to come work, let's go.
Yeah, but you have a concept that you're working on to provide that for your 16-year-old. What about kids that are
No, I'm
parent-
putting him into no. I'm
What are you doing?
I invest in my son's a very good athlete, so I invest in his abilities.
Correct.
Got it.
Let him find his own path. Don't rely on dad to
Okay.
success. Find your own path. And I'm not saying he's gonna become a big superstar. Who knows? If he puts in the work, maybe yes, maybe no. But one thing I'm teaching him is, hey man, work hard pays off. Hard work pays off no matter what. Consistency. Consistent. Do it every fucking day.
Like your life depends.
You understand? It's the same with basketball, right? 1 hour. You practice 1 hour every day more than your friends. You're gonna be better than them no matter what.
100%.
It's be consistent.
You don't have to be born with it. It could be taught.
Yeah, stop talking shit, man. Seriously, stop talking shit and just get it done.
Boris, last question.
Less talk, more action. I love it.
Yeah. ומור מעט ועשה הרבה.
I think we did wonderfully today.
I think we should have a part 2 because
You can have 8 parts, man.
listen, you can't stop talking to you. It's like
No, I really told you guys, like, literally from the skim on the top.
There's much more.
So much more that I'm not
There's
ready
so
to
much
say yet.
more.
When is next time you're doing your promotion in 5-Town? You're coming back after that.
Bring some burgers and some chicken wings.
I want the poppers with the buffalo.
But
honey
to be
sauce.
honest, a lot of people reaching out to me, especially religious people, yo, get on the podcast, get on the podcast, get on the podcast. I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
We appreciate it. I hope.
No, I appreciate, because again, I owe these guys a lot. They did a lot for me when I was trying to do something, So I'm like, hey, let me repay it back and show up.
I hope we met your standards.
Yeah, why not? Dude, at the end of the day, if one guy can say, hey man, you know what? I'm gonna get into business and something's gonna happen because of it, it was worth it.
Or put on tefillin.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Listen, the story's bugged out, and I think the viewers, I'm hoping it's going to reach so many young generations, and that there are opportunities. You don't need to own a McDonald's. Your concept, your idea, just try every day the way you did and the way you're breaking it down.
And the most important part is for these kids, because I know parents are tough on their kids, just believe in yourself, man.
I think you need to be tough on your kids because so much shit is surrounding them now.
That's a whole other conversation.
That's a part
How
2.
tough, blah, blah, blah. My dad's very good with that. I'm not. But I have a whole different way. I have a whole different philosophy of raising my kids. We can talk about it outside afterwards if you want. But
after the mic is done, we're scheduling another conversation with Mr. Benji.
I raise my kids totally different way. We don't talk about religion in my house at all.
Oh, wow.
My son doesn't wear a yarmulke by Kiddush. I don't care. My main 3 is that you're not going to lie, you're not going to cheat, and you're going to be a good human being.
And you want him to be like a fruit. He will bloom to when he's ready to get that knowledge into him.
I tell my son, if you're a leader, you take the weak person and you put him next to you and make him stronger. That's when you're a leader. If you're going to be a leader and bully the weak and go with the strong, I told him, you're not a leader, you're a sheep.
100%.
That's what I'm building, leaders.
Benji,
Pleasure, guys.
it was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
You did phenomenal. We're definitely
you.
going to have a part 2. Stay tuned.
Anytime.
Follow and subscribe.
Anytime, guys.
And he is looking for potential investors.
Bring them, man. You can bring them.
Hard workers.
I think I might be one.